He gave me the Steve answer. They both have pros and cons. Hey guys, how we doing? Blackbeard Jay's here. Silver Wrench is here. Brockton's here. Miss Cynthia popped in. Wow. Just like that immediately. Mr. Tidewater's here. Mr. Low Tide. Jacob. J Zone 55. Wow, a bunch of people must have been on the computer tonight. Metal Angler. Evening. Joe Strack. Wow. J Zone 55. Everybody's here tonight. This is awesome. Wow, 12 people eyes already. That's not even, wow. Love that Brady Ghost shirt. Yeah, I wore this to trivia tonight. I was gonna wear my Baby Yoda shirt from Mandalorian, but I'm like, wow, somebody gave me the Brady shirt. If I get food on that, I'm okay. So, but yeah, I did the whole Bucks thing tonight at trivia. Second place tonight, guys. We missed first place by 2 points. $15 gift card for next week. Is it Sunday already? I was looking for Bill's stream. Where was Bill tonight, Cynthia? Did I miss him? Hey, Tom Riley. Javier's here. Good evening, Javier Garcia, 616 Treasure and Rocks. Let me put the post up in case anybody wants to come in. Let's get a whole bunch of people coming in tonight. Bill had no internet. Heck, I'm rushing home from trivia, and I saw his like 30-second short advertising it tonight and didn't see him. So maybe he'll come in. I got more silver today. Man, you're on a roll, Plugs. Hello, Starries, Lost and Found. Thank you, J Zone. Appreciate that. To Dive and Detect, Mark and Angela. I believe it's Angela. I hope I got that right. I was just talking to Mark the other night. Moto Mining's here. Good evening, Moto Mining. Javier. Wow, I can't believe we got 10 people in here already.
Until Kitty heard one live, he goes, no.
I want to go to bed. Silver Wrench, thank you very much. That was a fun day getting 3 silvers. See, Dalton wasn't there, so I was able to find some silver. So, yeah, so it was a good day. Metal Angler. I see his little ghost, but I don't know what the second one is. What's that other little thing? Fins and Finds is here. Welcome. You got it right. Okay, thank you. Mark and Angela. Mark and Angela. Brockton has trouble pronouncing the word bear. 616 says, I hope to go metal detecting this weekend. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Yeah, guys, we play trivia on Tuesday nights at Whiskey Wings, which used to be the old Mugs and Jugs, but they changed ownership, and so we have fun every Tuesday night, guys. Should I give them the final, honey? All right, guys. Nobody cheat and use their phones. You can just guess this based on your knowledge. You can't use your phones on the internet. I'm going to give you 5 states, and you tell me yes or no that they border Canada with either land or water border.
He didn't say that.
Well, he clarified, yes, because somebody asked him. Yes, he said any kind of border at all. 5 states. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Ohio, and Idaho. Yes or no, do those states border Canada? If his new simplex comes by then. Duck race, but remember to say no to quack. I can set up a duck race, guys. I've already got it pre set up on my page here. So see if answer our questions tonight, guys. Yes or no? Do these 5 states border Canada? Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Ohio, and Idaho. Brockton saying no. Okay, there you go. Tom Riley did it right. Yes, yes, yes. No, yes. Cool Arrows Gold, yes for which one? Gary says no. I need to know for each state. Good evening, Cool Arrows. He says sometimes.
What do you say?
He said sometimes, those borders are pretty fluid. Okay, Gary says yes, yes, no, no. Gary's missing one. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Ohio, and Idaho. Southwest Florida treasure detecting in the house. Cynthia says not Ohio. 616 says all of them do. 616 is the first one to get that right, guys. All 5 either have a land or water border. Ohio has a water border with one of the great states, one of the Great Lakes that's Erie, that's connected to Canada. So 616 was the first one that got that. 616, I'll get you out a sticker for that. Let me get my FL Thunder at me.com. Send me an email with your address, 616, and I'll get you out a sticker.
Winner, sticker dinner.
Winner, sticker dinner, Denise says. Moto Mining says, I knew that. To dive into Texas, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. I would have definitely guessed no for Vermont. I thought Vermont was more over to the East Coast. But a buddy of mine who is a surveyor said when he was in surveying school, he was trained that a surveyor made a mistake, and there's a little teeny corner of Vermont that touches on the Canadian border. So, Cool Arrows, that's what I would have said, not Vermont. But nope, apparently it is. And then obviously Ohio is a water border with the Great Lakes. So, see, guys, we learn something at trivia all the time. Whether you want to or not, that's right. I would have guessed New Hampshire was a no. Yeah, Moto, I wasn't sure about that one either. I would have probably went with 3 yeses and 2 nos, and I would have lost. But the rest of the team, we had some people from different states on our team. We had 9 people on our team tonight, so that was one of those nights where having a whole bunch of people definitely helped out. Vermont near Montreal, I believe. Yeah, that makes sense. Geography wasn't good for me, Gary says. Hey, Gary's metal detecting. How we doing? Yeah. I only found out last week that New Hampshire wasn't in the South. Oh, that's funny. Mr. Bernie's here too. Wow, we're up to 14 people. I was just going to pop on tonight and see what happened to Mr. Bill because I always come into his stream on Tuesday nights. Sorry he didn't have any internet. I know Bill looks forward to Tuesday nights. No interweb. All right, well, since you 14 good people are here, I will log on to my other computer and I will go content.
Good night, John Bob.
You going to bed, hon?
Yes. I'm going to try.
Go live. View on YouTube. Hey, wow, somebody I owe a coin to has already left me a thumbs down. I wish that person would just tell me. Denise goes, who gave you a thumbs down? You just started. I go, well, somebody I'm pissed off. But that's okay. I was on Karen Wade's drawing channel and somebody gave her a thumbs down. I mean, I've seen thumbs down on the most innocent videos that you could ever imagine. Any good finds to show off, Rob? Yeah, as a matter of fact, Gary, well, this is my monster truck from the beach the other night. Monster truck. And from 2 separate nights on Clearwater Beach in the sand, I got me an Apple iWatch Series 3. That is, I don't know which button you push to turn it on. I hope not, honey. We just charged it. Oh, you shut it off? Oh, it says it needs to be recharged. But we have a working Apple 3 watch, and I just found this another night on the beach. And how do I turn this on? I know it comes on because I hit the button. And I just found me another LG phone. So, in 2 different nights on the beach, an LG phone and an Apple Watch. So, Southwest says, I turned the alarm off it had. Southwest says, hey, Dirty Mad Yackers is here. Welcome. Impromptu Mark. Hey, Mark. Southwest says, I got a 14 karat gold bracelet, 22.5 grams yesterday. Holy shit. That's incredible. Nice find, sir. There hasn't been too much gold in Clearwater Beach lately. Thank you, Diamond Detect. Gary says, I love my new van. I'd like a new anything car right now. Jay's getting close to 1,000 subscribers, guys. If you're not subscribed to Blackbeard Jay, I've been checking out his channel lately since he's been coming into my stream. So give Jay a look, guys. Blackbeard says he's up to 507. There we go. Thank you, Gary. Sweet. Wow, Rob, that's exciting. Yeah, Clearwater Beach has been really kind to me lately, guys. Oh, and I was able to get a hold of, basically through text messages and phone numbers, even though he had no emergency contact, I was able to get a hold of the owner. And my metal detecting club meeting is next Monday, and the owner of this phone lives at a hotel down that way, so I contacted her, and she said drop it off at the front desk of the hotel, and I will get that back to her. The Apple Watch, I have no way of contacting, but Denise did get it unlocked. We watched a YouTube video on how to unlock a locked Apple Watch, and one of Denise's clients has one of these that she was cleaning their house, and it's got the little circular thing you put up against these little buttons and so with it turned on and on a charger, you can unlock it, and she did. She was able to get this unlocked for me. So as soon as I get with Dalton, who's got an iPhone, we'll sync it up to the iPhone, and I'll have it unlocked, and I can either use it or sell it. Well, you know what you said, to resync it up to a phone. Well, because he's got an iPhone. I mean, well, not to his phone, but we can't sync it up if. So we can sell it unlocked, and then they can sync it up to their own phone. Oh, okay, all right. I'm getting instructions from the bedroom. Okay, can you return them to the rightful owner? Yep, the phone's going to get returned. The iPhone, they didn't put any personal information in. Detecting show with Johnny O's here. Silver Wrench, I found an 1867 Indian head penny in Hackensack, New Jersey tonight. That is freaking awesome. Moto Mining says, I can't break 466 for some reason. My last video even lost me a sub. That's okay. My page, Moto Mining, says for the month I'm down 7. These things go in cycles. Sometimes you wake up, you're up 12. Other days you wake up, you're down 7. I have no idea what the hell rhythm or rhyme that YouTube uses. But Moto Mining, you're not far from 500, buddy. For your information, YouTube opened the community tab up to channels with 500 subs and up. Wow. St. Lucie says, Bernie, I'm 30 away from my 250 giveaway. Nice, Bernie. Very nice. So we've got a few channels here that can that folks need to check out. 359 for Southwest. You know, I know there's some channels out. Hey, Metal Detecting with CZ Kids here. Welcome. There's some channels like Brockton and Tidewater that have grown pretty fast, guys, over the last year, 2 years. Robert went on the beach and found a 2-carat diamond earring. Yeah, I haven't found a real diamond yet in an earring yet. Very nice though, J Zone. Gary says Beach Chip Friday. But yeah, the phone we're gonna give away. So if you folks haven't subscribed to each other here, like check out St. Lucie, who's getting ready to get to 250, do a giveaway, and Moto Mining, he's only 34 away from 500. That'll be a nice giveaway. Silver Wrench with a good find. Okay, let's see. What else is new? LOL. What's next? Hey, what's next? Evening. We just threw together the stream here because we were hoping to see Mr. Bill on tonight and say hi to him on his stream because, like I say, I know Bill really looks forward to it because he doesn't get out much, and I feel bad he didn't get in or he didn't have any internet tonight. I was looking forward to being on his stream. So I said, well, you know, I'm normally on the computer this time and on Bill's stream, so hey, let's pop it on and see if anybody else is on the computer tonight. All right, I don't know what TDAD means. Halfway to, yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay, CZ Kid says, I just got permission on 9 homes and 10 lots all in one area. They are knocking the homes down one by one. Demo guy says, come by anytime and hunt. Oh, that is awesome. Where's that at? You don't have to give me a specific location. CZ, where you at? Those homes are built over fairgrounds from the turn of the century. Got a crew coming out soon to hunt it. Hope to get some silver. I would think you would. Yes, sir. Anybody wants to come in, guys? I'm putting the link up. Everyone smash that thumbs up. Yeah. Wow, we're up to 21. That's great, guys. What's next says hello, Robin D. Wow, this chat's going by so fast. There's Mr. Tony here, always glad for clad. Welcome, Mr. Tony. Let's not worry about subs unless it's a sandwich, Plug says. What community tab? I believe that's on your homepage, Southwest. Mr. Scott Jarvie, good evening. And remember, my 1 million subs giveaway will be an air fryer. Funny, Plug, as you say that. You know, I'm taking that trip up to Missouri next week, guys, and I'm going up to see my sister who lives in Kansas City, and we just got her an air fryer. It's so funny you say that, Plugs. We just got her a nice air fryer for Christmas, so this way we can I can throw it in the U-Haul and drop it off at my sister's, and we don't have to ship it up there this year. Just tumbling clad from hanging up today, hanging out. Very nice, Gary. I don't have a tumbler, so I do it by hand, guys. I got a bunch of those bunch of marbles that you put in gravel, those little flat kind of pie-shaped marbles, and I put them in a big peanut butter jar with a little bit of CLR, CRL, CLR, CRL, just a little teeny little bit of CRL, and I just shake my coins together, and that's how I poor man tumble them. Oh, that's who that is. That's who. Hang on, let me go back and find her. That's who What's Next is Miss Amy. I forgot Miss Amy changed her channel name. Hi, Miss Amy. Long time no talk to. As soon as you get your device connected, I'll bring you up here, dear. I'm stuck in the 390s on subs. We'll never get to 400. That's all right. Troy felt the same way. And finally, Oklahoma City. Okay. OKC, Oklahoma. Come on, Amy. Get your device connected. And tomorrow I'm going to the beach. I would join, but bedtime, he says. Low tide by me is 2 p.m. Yeah, you want to be there at low tide or right before. Bob W. Good evening, Bob W. I thank you for that great comment today. You had a great day too, or today or yesterday. Cheryl and Randy Combs, Treasure Extractor. Oh, I like that. Treasure Extractors. That's cool, like the Dawn the Metal Detective. Great name, Cheryl and Randy. Good evening. Well, we'll take your name off the list, Rob. Oh, Amy left. Blackbeard J, I enjoy night hunting too. Am I from Kansas? No, my sister lives in Kansas City, Missouri, which is just on the other side of the border with Kansas City, Kansas. They're like those two cities are side by side, but my sister's on the Missouri side. Joe says I'm going to bed, work 13 hours, and I'm pooped. Have a great night. Joe, thanks for stopping in, buddy. No, I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, guys. But my sister, when we moved from Baltimore to Florida, my sister moved to Kansas City since we were her family and we were leaving the state, so she moved to Kansas City because she likes it out there. My great grandfather was born in Appleton City, Missouri, just south of Kansas City. That sounds like a little old small town that I should go metal detect moto mining. Absolutely. I did a ghost town last time I was up in there. Well, the ghost town consisted of a rock quarry, which I couldn't get access to, and one old house, which I did get access to and was able to metal detect that. Jersey Ray Diggs. Miss Rachel's in the room tonight. And if she wants to come in, I will put the link up again. I know Miss Amy tried. I do better in dry sand at the resort I hunt. I do very well in dry sand. Wow, 23 people in the room, Moto. Thank you. Joe says hi and bye, Rachel. Javier, I shake them in that peanut butter jar until my whole jar turns brown water, and then I empty out the water, and there's enough suds in that, and then I put a little bit more hot water, and I empty out the dirty water. I put in some new hot water, and then I shake it a second time, I don't know, half a minute to a minute, and then that'll generally turn the water brown, and then I'll shake them a third time, and when the water's not getting that dark, that dirty, then I'll take them out, wipe them down, and that they should be clean enough then to either put in a coin star or do some coin rolling. My dad was from Baltimore. Well, that's cool. There's Miss Rachel. You should be.
Hey.
I like your background.
Oh, thanks. It's just little fake bats.
Oh, it is a green screen?
No, it's my dining room wall. It's
Oh, okay.
little.
Oh, they're stickle. That's cool.
Yeah.
My computer tells me that I do not have enough I guess memory to do a green screen. It won't let me do a green screen.
I probably couldn't do one either. I have one, but I probably won't be able to do it.
Blackbeard Jay says, I love Florida. Can't wait to move here. I call it a poor man's paradise, Jay. We did a Sunday, if you guys remember, 2 days ago, I knocked off my stream about 15 minutes early because I had a ring find out in the Gulf of Mexico. Some folks were out on a new boat at what I call Party Island. It's actually Anclote Island, but I call it Party Island because if you go out there on the 4th of July, the boats are tied up 6 rows deep from the beach out into the shallow water, and everybody's setting up their little canopies and tents and grills and barbecues, and there is just party city alcohol all over the place. And I'm like, man, there's going to be rings all over the place. Well, this guy was helping another boat out with his anchor, and his wedding ring slipped off his finger, and he was about 3 feet of water. So they picked 3 of us up from our club, and we went out to the island, and then we get there. He goes, yeah, we know right where we lost it. We get there, and he points to some big cabin cruiser about 40 yards away, and he goes, it's somewhere between that cabin cruiser and that boat over there. And I'm like, dude, that's the size of a football field. So there we were, the size of a football field, and 3 feet of water with 3 detectors trying to find one titanium wedding ring, which it's a neat looking town, lots of old buildings. Moto, I'm going to definitely check that out. If it's a few minutes from Kansas City, I will definitely be checking that out. So yeah, we were out in the Gulf of Mexico. So everybody, I'm watching the news tonight, and there's sections up north getting their first snow already, and I'm literally spending 3 hours in the Gulf of Mexico, and in 84-degree warm water. It was really wonderful.
So you said you grew up in Baltimore?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Baltimore till I was 11. That's when we moved to Florida.
Oh, I lived in Whitehall for a bit.
See,
Lived,
I left there as a kid, so I don't know like cities and directions from where I was.
Whitehall was about a half hour west. It was like between Baltimore and Towson.
Okay, I know where Towson is. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we weren't. Have you ever heard of Catonsville?
Nah.
Okay, we actually lived in a little area called Catonsville, which was Arbutus.
Yeah, I saw that name.
Yeah. It's funny. I could tell you're from there because you say it right. You say Balmer, just like they do in Balmer.
Yeah, I
It's
lived down
BAL.
there
It's,
for
yep.
about 4 years.
Okay. Half hour from Baltimore. Very cool. I could not. I tried joining the StreamYard, but I could not figure it out. Um, all you gotta do is click on that link. What's next? You were there, Amy. It just said your phone wasn't it wasn't accepting your phone for some reason, but you popped up on my screen. It just didn't give me the final picture of you.
Yeah, I had to wait a second before I saw myself uh, when I came
Okay,
in.
Southwest Florida says my strangest thing to find at night was a naked girl passed out on the beach. Well, gee, that would be one of my favorite things to find. Mr. Mike's here. Mr. Mike M.A. Lyman 24, who I didn't know that was his real name, so I used to call him Mallyman 24. And come to find out that I wasn't the only person that got that wrong. Didn't realize it was M.A. Lyman. Mike, it's great to see you tonight, buddy. Silver Scorpion's here. Welcome, Silver Scorpion.
Yeah, I think everybody said Mallyman 24. I used to always say M.A. Lyman.
See, I didn't know it was M.A. Lyman because he writes it all as one word. So I was like, oh, Mallyman. Okay, I guess there's a reason for that. And then when I started hearing people call him Mike Lyman, I was like, boy, you're an idiot, Rob. Mr. Archaeology Mikey 007. Hey, I had chicken tenders and fries for dinner. There's a healthy dinner.
I had a sub.
I had I had I had steak sliders at the restaurant tonight at the sports bar,
Nice.
and I don't know if it's the green peppers they put in or the onions or the melted white American cheese and the mushrooms, but and the mayo. But I'm telling you, or the just the buns that they use that they butter. I could get addicted to those things down there. Those Philly steak sliders down there.
Sound good.
All right. Brockton says, Rob, didn't your mom tell you when you were young to shake it more than once you're playing with it? That's true, Brockton, but I'm shaking it 3 times.
Oh, for people who don't know what a sub is, it's a hoagie or a bomber or a torpedo. I think those are the three
Wow.
other names.
I haven't heard them called a bomber in a long time.
Yeah, I
Doug
think that's
McClure
more
says, wow,
west.
it's Tuesday. Yeah, Doug, I was looking. Yeah, Amy, it says your device is not connected. You're on my screen. They will need to connect their microphone or camera before you can add them to the stream. That's what it says on my computer, Amy.
Should be able to. She should have a thing that tells her
Yeah,
to
press
turn
the
on the
camera
mic.
button or something.
Yeah. Hang on one second. I gotta get water.
Yeah, Doug, we were gonna log on to Bill's stream tonight. Papa Ralph's What's in the Dirt because we usually just join in his stream because he enjoys interacting with people on a Tuesday. He doesn't get out a lot, and from what Cynthia said, I guess his internet wasn't working good tonight, so he couldn't go live tonight. I know Bill really looks forward to that. So I thought, well, I'll pop in and see if any of Bill's people are still here. And boom, all you wonderful folks.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gary.
I didn't get out at all this week yet. So far, I spent 3 days of my vacation doing nothing.
Yes, but is it a relaxing nothing, and are you feeling refreshed?
No, I couldn't move Sunday. My back was like really hurting.
You sound like my detecting partner, Denise K. We went to our club hunt picnic Saturday, And we got done, and I said, "You ready to go do the beach for another several hours?" And she goes, "No, my hands are starting to cramp up." And next thing after that comes back spasms. She says, "So I'm done for the day."
Yeah,
Blackbeard J.
the mail was super heavy Saturday, and I paid for it Sunday.
That's right. I forgot you're a mail carrier. That's right.
Yeah.
Actually, we didn't find the ring, Gary. Not the size of a football field. We looked in that water for hours, but like I say, it's only like a 10-minute boat ride from the boat docks to the island out in the Gulf. So it's still warm enough here that if they contact our club next week and ask for us to go back out there again and look for it, we can go out and look for it. Hey, somebody wants to take me out to an island where people party to go look for rings in a boat. I'll be there. When they're drunk, they don't realize they lost that $20,000 ring until they wake up the next morning. That's absolutely right, Blackbeard.
Oh, did you see my latest video with the ring find?
No, I saw the headline. I got the notice on it, but I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I will
I probably,
definitely check that out then.
probably won't top that one again.
Well, I found a bucket list coin last week. There's only a few people that I've shown it to and seen pictures until the video comes out. And I will tell you this about a bucket list coin. I never expected to find it in Florida because of its age. I never expected to find it in Florida because of its rarity. And uh, and then the thing is when I told the homeowner how rare of a coin it was, he made me buy it from him. But
Uh,
I was fine. I was happy to pay for it because I got to come home with it. Mr. Charlie's here.
well,
It's a surprise stream.
this permission never. She's a keeper. Everything you find, even the broken bits and bobs, she wants to keep. And so she told me, if I come look for a ring, I could keep anything I found. And the first time I went, I was there for 2 hours with Drew Wahalik. Naughty Dog Treasures, Relic Recoverist, Mr. Relic Recoverist.
Yeah.
And we didn't find it. And so I went the following Sunday, and I still had another 2 hours. And Plugs for Days says, when I find a gold ring, that will top it. Probably. I haven't found a gold one. So I went back, I went, and the first time with Drew, we weren't digging anything. We were just listening for, the high tone on the surface. So the second time I went, I said, I'm gonna dig every high tone I hear. And so I ended up with 1835 cap bust half dime, my second one, same year, second one I ever found. 1892 Barber and a 1920 Merc, and what turned out to be a silver spoon.
Oh, nice. I finally found my first part of a silver spoon, and it was so exciting. So
Yeah,
congratulations to
this
you.
thing was chewed up. I thought it was aluminum, and it was silver. But this is the ring. I don't know if you can see it.
Ooh, that looks like almost like a class ring.
Yeah, it's
That is
over 100 years old.
wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was
Congratulations.
a family friend who was 90 when he passed gave it to her, and it was his grandmother's. Uh, what happened? Am I here by myself? So I was actually quite surprised to find it. And unfortunately, I didn't get to keep the ring. Hey, Brandon. I guess I do have the stream. I don't know what happened to Rob. I have no subject to talk about tonight because I'm saving it for tomorrow night. So I'll tell you a story about finding the ring, I guess. So it was the last. It's a very weirdly shaped property. It goes like kind of like a J shape from one road to another, and there's three old homes on the one side. So her property's behind those from one street over here and around. And so one section of the backyard is where I was looking. So you have her house here, and there's let me show this way, and there's another backyard over here where the pool house is. So I was checking that one. Plugs wants to know what kind of sub that I have. I had up here in Jersey, it's a number 2, no matter where you go. Hey, Jim. Hey, Rob, where'd you go? I was reading
I
Jim's
have I
comment.
have a high def camera that
Oh,
plugs in with a USB port,
yeah.
but my USB port on this laptop is so loose that
It
if I
popped out.
just touch this with my finger while I'm using my mouse, it loses the connection. So we're going to put that aside because this camera stays on the computer. So
Yeah, that's what I'm using. I couldn't get my I
good
have
looking honky.
so to finish that story real quick, it was the last signal on my way out. And I
Nice.
found the ring. But yeah, see this is mine. And
Yeah.
my
Yep.
computer didn't want to recognize it because my microphone inside my laptop doesn't work. So I was gonna hook up my little webcam, but it just must be older than the Windows
Yeah.
program
You know,
I have.
it's funny because when my camera goes out like that, when I switch from the high def camera to the computer camera, it doesn't come on once I've switched cameras. So I have to hit the refresh button for the page. And the first time I did that, I was so afraid that because it takes me back to StreamYard and it says, "Would you like to enter a stream?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, did it end my stream in the middle?" But no, it picks back up on the stream you were doing and it refreshes your camera. So I've learned now that I can hit the refresh button on my page and it'll reactivate my camera without knocking me out. Detecting is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You're absolutely right, Bob. Absolutely right. Everybody's loving that ring, Rachel.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's definitely over 100 years old, and it's a bloodstone inside on a silver ring. I don't know what the little stones were around it. I didn't get to examine it, but
Well,
I got
what do
the
you think that?
picture.
What do you think that big red one is? That a ruby?
It's a bloodstone,
A bloodstone? Okay.
and the neatest part is uh, plugs. It took 4 hours, 2 2-hour trips. The neatest. Now I don't remember what I was talking about.
Oh,
I got CRS. Thanks, Blackbeard. Uh, oh, the man's name was James Dean. So it was James Dean's grandmother's ring.
here's a here's my vintage ring. I found a couple. Where the hell's the camera at? That's my vintage ring. I found a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
It's sterling. It's marked sterling, but not quite as fancy as Charlie's with the pillbox container. That's a beautiful vintage ring he found. But that's probably going to be my we when we do our monthly meetings at our metal detecting club. We have 9 categories. We have clad coins, coin single, which is your best coin find, coin group, which is your best coin finds 64 and before, and then we have jewelry single, so that'll be my jewelry single entry, and then we have jewelry group, all your other jewelry combined, and then we have miscellaneous, which is like most of your trash or your weird finds like that. Like this doesn't have a category, so this would go in my miscellaneous, and then you have relic single, relic group, and then a special find. So my watch will be my special find, and then everybody votes on those categories, and then whoever wins the most categories wins Detectorist of the Month, and then they give you extra raffle tickets towards the silver, and then at the end of the year they add them all up, and whoever's won the most gets Detectorist of the Year. So it's a fun thing to do to find the stuff and get it ready for the table. So
Yeah, I we had our metal detecting group club meeting last night. I thought I had it out here. I won two. I won foreign coin for my 1780 half real, and I won for best American coin with the 3 coins, the 3 dimes.
yeah, if a 1780 something real doesn't win that for foreign coins, something's wrong. That's an
Yeah,
interesting category, though. We don't have that category, and we're having a board meeting this month or next month, and I'm on the board, so I'll bring that up. But that was a good idea. I'll bring that up, Miss Rachel.
yeah.
Um, Dive and detect. How long? It said how long did it take you to find the ring on that one hunt?
It was 2 2-hour trips, so 4 hours. And it was literally the last signal because I was cutting through the yard right behind her house on my way back to my car. So I figured I'd just swing as I went. But I grid most of the other yard.
Ah, moto mining. That's a good idea. I never even thought about a dive of solder. That's a good idea. 616 asks, is anyone near here near Grand Haven, Michigan that has a simplex? He may need some help with it. 616, if you can't find anybody local near you with that 616, there is about 8 bazillion YouTube videos teaching you how to use the simplex. I know that's not as good as somebody personally teaching you, but Blackbeard J says he just subbed to your channel, Rachel.
Yeah, I saw that. I thanked him. I think I'm already subbed to him.
Relic Reapers here. Good evening, or yeah, good evening. I have to remember I'm not here on Sunday morning.
Yeah, I might be around Sunday. It's my last day of vacation though, so I don't know. Then I got a 6-day week ahead of me. So I'm gonna. So I'm 2 for 2 on my recoveries now.
Very good. Our club usually goes about 7 or 8 for 10, especially if the people give us a really good location. I mean, we hate coming back in without finding the item.
Yeah.
So
Well, my first one was my brother-in-law. My niece got married, and my grandniece lost my brother-in-law's tie clip that was left to him, but his mother had bought him, so it was sentimental. And she got married on the beach, so I had to go on this beach to find it.
okay.
And it's not a nice, pretty, clean beach, but I found it.
Good deal. Mikey, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Um, and I want to say hi, NorCal's stopping by. Hi, everybody. NorCal says, welcome, NorCal. Um, Charlie, if you get a chance, pop on and show that ring of yours. That I offered to buy it, and Charlie said, don't even think about it. It's just an absolutely gorgeous ring. Boy, everybody's got some really cool emojis and some cool thumbnails.
It takes me forever to get to an emoji.
For some reason, my computer is really slow. And if I switch from the type keyboard to emoji, the stream's gone 20 people past where the time my emoji shows up. You're right.
That's why I don't. I mean, if I'm on my phone, I could do an emoji real fast, but um, on a computer, I can't.
There you go, 616. Mark from Diamond Texas. They have a simplex. Reach out to us on Facebook or Instagram. Very cool. Cynthia asks if your back's feeling better.
Mm, only slight.
Treasure Outdoors is here. Nice to see you live, Mr. Austin. I was monitoring your stream the other night on your plants and your gardening tips, and I always comment. My Sunday stream, I had 5 thumbs down on my Sunday stream, and I'm like, man, how many people have I pissed off to get 5 thumbs down? And then I'm watching Treasure Outdoors, who's Austin, and he's doing this gardening plant video at night to try out a live stream, see if he can do live streams. And here he is just doing this mellow plants and gardening thing. And I look up and somebody's left him a thumbs down. And I'm like, man, you people are just real a-holes out here. I'm like, it's a gardening video, people. How the hell can you leave a thumbs down?
Somebody. I mean, I've never had thumbs down before, and I had for all my farm ones have a thumbs down, and only my farm ones. Like no other ones, just the farm ones.
I don't understand these things.
Found some good stuff on the farm. I don't know why.
Plugs for days. I went to go out on a recovery, and a stupid person would answer my text asking questions. So I said, forget it. Hey, it could be one of those Craigslist people that says, hey, I'm going to send you a code. Answer my code so I can verify you're a legit seller. I'm like, no, I know I'm a legit seller. You're not a legit buyer. Have a nice day. How much did you offer him, Rob? Oh, for the coin I had to buy from him, he made me pay $20 for it. We looked it up in the book, and it was going between 20 and $30, $20 to $25 in G4 condition. So he wouldn't he wouldn't take my answer as legit. He looked it up himself. I gave him the red book info to look it up, and he looked it up himself, and then agreed to sell it to me.
I don't care about thumbs down to dive and detect. That means somebody
Wow, we got
watched it.
21 in here with.
You know what the thumbs down actually means for YouTube algorithm? It just means you don't want to see a video like that again. So the algorithm is not going to show you one like that again. So where if it says farm permission, you won't see it again. Or if it says, detecting the beach, you won't see one like that again. It's just telling YouTube you don't want to see that again. That's all a thumb down means. And the thumbs up, it means you want to see videos like that. So that's exactly what those thumbs down and thumb ups are.
That's the best explanation I've had for a thumbs down, but everybody still tells me it still counts as an interaction on your video.
Yeah. It just means you just told YouTube for your channel that you don't want to see videos like that. And you continue to do it on the same types of videos. You won't see them come up in your suggestions.
Well, I figured it's somebody that I owe a silver coin to from a duck race or a giveaway that I forgot to send. But guys, I mailed out 7 letters yesterday. I mailed out 7 coins and stickers yesterday, so I'm getting caught up. I owe Gary from I can't remember what channel it is, but I can't remember if it's Gary's Metal Detecting or another Gary. But I owe them a coin. It's sitting here in an envelope waiting for an address. Blackbeard J says, I use an Equinox 600 and my backup is a Vanquish 540. Well, there you go. There's a couple of Mind Labs. The one thing, Jay, I didn't understand is when Simplex came out with that, Simplex is a Nocta, right?
Yeah, Nocta.
Nocta. When they came out with that machine, which was a step down from the Simplex at a really great price, it blew my mind that they made a water detector for under $300. And then when Mind Lab came out with the Vanquish at the same price point, using a lot of the technology that's in the Mind Lab, I thought, here's a nice detector in the 350 range. And then boom, they wound up not making it waterproof. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I tried the Vanquish. I wasn't.
Well, it's funny. The Vanquish, I guess what would you call it? The sales team, the rep team, when they released the Vanquish, they chose not just Air Club, but they chose the Tampa Bay region to do the very first display and presentation for it. So they contacted Air Club, which is in the beach side, the golf side of the Tampa Bay area, and then the Tampa Club, which is what Phil Myers has been a part of. WSACS, I believe it's West Coast Treasure Hunting something. They invited them, and then there's a club out in Ocala, which is about an hour northeast of us. They invited all 3 clubs to Fort DeSoto Park, which is a beautiful park on the Tampa Bay here. So all 3 clubs showed up. There was maybe 60, 70 people, and they showed up with all the Vanquishes, all 3 of the new Vanquishes, and they did a really nice slide presentation, and they gave a presentation, and they had a whole bunch there new in the box to present, to sell. And I hate to say it, but they didn't sell a single one because the vast majority of people in our club that hunt a lot all had the Knox 600 or the 800. So if you have the 6 or the 800, what would you need the next step down for? So, I mean, I guess if you like the technology of the Knox, but you can't afford one, I guess you can get the 540.
The Vanquish would be good if you had the funds, like to have the extra machine in case something happens to your Knox, or if you're taking somebody who's never detected before. I've done that. So I would use my Knox and let them use my AT.
Yes, that's perfect.
Because the Knox is a little more.
When I upgraded to the Knox, my very first machine was the Mind Lab Xterra 705, and I still have that, and I haven't used it much. But when my 800 got wet 2 months ago, and I had to send it off, and then I kept not hearing from them, and I finally sent them an email, and they're like, "Hey, we don't have the parts due to this worldwide shortage things of chips. We don't have any control pods, and we don't know when we're going to get any from Malaysia." Apparently, the Australian company has these things built in Malaysia, which I wasn't real thrilled to hear about. So I had to put new batteries in and break out my 705 and find my instruction manual and figure out I had to reacclimate myself to that. But I'm telling you, Dalton and I went to a park, and I wound up pulling out a really deep uh, skeleton key front plate for that really beautiful brass when I cleaned it all up. And I was on ground that was from the Teddy Roosevelt's Rough Riders camped out on the way from Tampa to go down to Cuba for the Spanish American War. And they had a whole encampment of soldiers there. And I'm wondering if that skeleton key escutcheon was off one of their trunks, because it was actually in a field where it's got a marker where they camped out. It's now a public park. Um, but good evening from La Ruta del Tesoro. Del Tesoro is in the room. He has stopped by before, so welcome from the Dominican Republic. Dive into tech. Meh. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Still getting watch time. There you go.
Yep. Still interaction.
So Tim W's here. Wow, a lot of people that are here on this Sunday stream are here tonight. Good evening, Tim W.
Yeah, a lot of people. I don't know how many.
Mr. Reed's here. Another guy from Sunday. Mr. Reed's here. Now, what I did, Rachel, was Moto Mining. YouTube is absolutely convinced that I'm into tow trucks. LOL. I guess it's the moto part.
I get a weird mix of suggested videos for me, so like a really strange mix. I think my phone listens to me or something, because I'll see videos up there of something I talked about during the day.
Gary, I'm a little bit behind the chat. Is that address for me? And are you the one that I owe a coin to? If I'm the right Gary. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and check a duck race, Gary. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Go ahead, Rachel.
I was just going to say, I checked earlier while we were talking. Blackbeard, I already had you.
CZ says, I use the XP Deus primarily, which is now what Brad from Green Mountain Metal Detecting uses. And my Equinox 600 is my backup. Great little team, these two detectors. Well, when they told me it could be up to 2 months before I'd get my control pod back for my 800, I was like, man, I can't live 2 months without an Equinox. So even though I didn't really have the money, I broke out the old charge card and I bought me a brand new 600. So now I have the 800 and the 600. And one, I got a great deal on the 600. And I said, well, there's no need to buy two 800s, especially for $350 more, because I got that yellow book on the Equinox, the one that's made by that guy, the thick yellow book that's everything you want to know about the Equinox.
Andy Savage?
Yes.
I have
And
that.
I started reading that. Yes, dive and detect. I've heard that too with the Simplex. I heard it's very chattery around the saltwater, which is also like the AT Pro and the AT Max. They work great in rivers, which is what Shane from See It My Way One, he uses his in rivers all the time and has no problem with it. But I talk to people that try and use it around saltwater, and they just say it gets chattery as hell. And I
Yeah,
hear the Simplex.
if you're on the dry, or it depends on how mineralized the beach is. By me, I could use the Pro on the dry and the wet, but you have to kind of like ground balance a little bit. But there is little chirps. The Simplex is a little quieter actually than the AT Pro on the beach.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I've used the AT Pro in a river. I've had it submerged, and I used to only use the Nox primarily on the beach because it's the quietest. But
Oh, it is. When you
yeah,
put that thing in, beach two, when you're in the water, I could be walking around in waist deep water just daydreaming because it's so quiet, and all of a sudden when you get a hit, it just screams at you and it brings you right back to the machine. But yeah, because I don't. A lot of people like a chattery machine because it like keeps them in tune with it. I don't like hearing my
no,
machine. I
I
want
don't.
it quiet until it hits a signal.
Yeah,
But
I don't like it all
Treasure
noisy.
Outdoors says the Vanquish is an Equinox for kids or a budget Equinox if you can't afford one. Well, that's a good deal. Would the Vanquish be any better than my Go Find? That's for you folks to answer that have a Vanquish. But I'm going to say that Treasure Outdoors will probably say yes.
I would say probably yes. Has a few more features. I played with it a little bit and Apex. I didn't really. They're good machines. They just weren't for me. I actually really don't like the Simplex.
Wow. CZ Kids, the city of Oklahoma said all parks are open to detecting. What a nice response. Just feel your whole city is real receptive. Well, that's great, CZ, because the county that I live in, I didn't realize it at the time. I started detecting in February of 2017. And what I didn't realize is that in October of 16, just 4 months beforehand, our county changed its ordinance to allow metal detecting. So, so
16, just
there we
4 months
go.
beforehand.
So I
Charlie?
started detecting, and all the
Hey,
park
Rachel.
rangers kept telling me you couldn't do that. And I was like, oh, no, no, I can. I actually carried the county ordinance with me so the park rangers would know I could do it.
The county I live in, about 90% of the parks you can hunt.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I
Mr.
get
Charlie.
people walking in there saying you can't do that here, and I'm like, yeah, actually I can.
Mr. Charlie, you got that ring?
Yeah, that's why I came on, just to show you that ring. Then
Well,
I'm
I
going
am going to give you a solo layout, sir, on the large screen.
a few of you guys already seen it, but yeah, it's a ring right there.
Look
And
at that.
then
That is beautiful. And then
you
you
get that
flip
booger
open
to open.
the hinge, and it's got the little pillbox in it, guys. Bring it. Yeah, right there. Perfect. I'll show it to the side.
Is that a little snuff ring?
It's a little snuff ring. Isn't that gorgeous?
They call it a poison ring or a pill ring, but yeah,
Yep.
you can put whatever you want in it, I guess.
Yeah, I think they used them mostly for snuff.
Yep. Yep. That
Yeah.
is just a gorgeous vintage ring, Charlie.
Yeah. The one I'm really happy with, before I take off here, was this little booger. It's got
Wow,
a blue,
Charlie, that's almost the exact same as mine.
it's got a blue topaz in it. This is that one Rob I was telling you stamped 960 inside of it.
Yeah, I think that's foreign. That is just gorgeous too, Charlie. But look, it's
That was a cool find. So
Charlie, it's not that different. Look how close that is.
yours has got a lot more fancy than my brother.
All I got is a picture, so
But that was an awesome ring.
Yeah, but that's nice that you did the return.
Yeah.
yeah. She was very happy. She said she was gonna not tell her daughter for a while. She was gonna let her stay guilty for a while.
Mr. Tones is here. Mr. Lou Tones is here.
Mr. Lou.
Lou. Gary says, I had a guy at a playground ask me if I was looking for bombs. I wanted to say, no, this is America. We don't have that problem here, but I let it alone. It's funny. I was talking about Fort DeSoto earlier, where we hold our club picnic and where we had that mine lab presentation. That fort was used in World War II as a bombing range because it was so desolate area down there. It was just all scrubland. There was nothing there. So there's apparently a lot of unexploded ordnance still in the ground. And before I joined the club or anything, I just went down there to hunt one day, and I was hunting the park area, not the beach. The beach is the only area it's allowed to be hunted. And I was hunting the park area, and I'm pulling a few coins out here and there. And all of a sudden, this ranger comes flying across the grass through the trees in his big Ford F-150 pickup. And he comes screeching to a halt next to me. He goes, you're not allowed to hunt here. You can only hunt the beach. And I go, okay, why? Well, this was a bombing range. There's unexploded ordnances underneath your metal detector. You could be hitting one of them. I go, dude, you just went flying across the ground in a 6,000-pound truck. What do you think is going to set off an unexploded piece of ordnance? You driving over it with a 6,000-pound truck, or me digging 4 inches deep? Well, whatever. You can't dig here. Okie dokie.
Pat's here. I don't know if you caught him.
Our Pat, Mr. Pat?
Yep. Park rat metal detecting in the house.
Park rat metal detecting is
What's up,
in the
Pat?
house.
Well, I'm going to take off, Rob. I just wanted to show you that ring.
Mr. Charlie, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Rachel, you take care.
You too.
I imagine you're well above the mark you were looking for, right? You beat your 200 now? You're crazy. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Who's not sub to you? Everybody's got to be sub to you by now.
Nope. It'll come.
Look at it, Charlie. How many did Randy have? He had like 363 or something, and 5 of us or 6 of us, and you donated the pinpointer. I did the giveaway. 5 channels did shout outs for him, and we still haven't got him back to his original 363 yet. I mean, he's back over 300, but he's still not got everyone back. So, Rachel, it's just weird.
Yeah, I can't believe you're not there. I figured you'd be way past it by now.
Should have been, but
yeah.
Blue says someone found flashbang grenades with a magnet near me. Well, that's pretty cool. There's a channel that was one of my very first subscribers 4 years ago, a guy named Thor's Treasure. He's out of Scotland. Great guy, wonderful guy. He was metal detecting a farmer's field in Scotland. And he got a really big signal and dug it up and wound up seeing a mortar shell on the ground. So he stopped immediately, contacted the farmer. They contacted the police. Scottish police came out there, said, "Oh, that's unexploded." And they called the bomb squad, and he was able to film them blowing up the bomb in the farmer's field. That was a great, great video, watching them explode that unexploded ordnance there.
Really fast before I leave, I think it's been about 3 weeks now. You remember the Walker Beach video?
Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where we found all the silvers. About a mile up the beach that from where I was at, they found 90 cannonballs.
Wow.
Intact. So that was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Recently or a long time ago?
No, about 3 weeks ago. They showed it. They detonated them all. Blew them up.
Wow. Like from the Revolutionary War cannonballs or
yeah, it was the old ones. It was it was nothing. Yeah, they were old.
Moto Mining, his channel is Thor's Treasure.
I think I remember that. I am going to do a little bigger giveaway than usual tomorrow because I actually have 200 on the nose. So I know I said I was going to do 250. I'm not going to share my sub count until I get there. But I'm going to give away the From the Ground Up t-shirt. I bought that and then Chris Altman made new shirt designs like right after I ordered it and it was shipped. So I was like, oh, I like number 3. It was the one with the peace sign. He was like, yeah, I thought you'd like it. So I ordered that. So I got the first one I ordered. So if you're a size small, it's a 90. If you're 3X, you might as well go dance on a pole with it because it's an extra large.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to give that away.
Man boobs, and that's about it.
I'm going to give that away. A couple other things, too. I mean, I still have all the KG and Ringy stuff. I got autograph photos, a stack from them and a stack from Gypsy.
I'd like a photo of Gypsy. I don't have a photo of her.
I'll send you one, Rob. I got a bunch.
Oh.
And I still got a lot of coins. So, I go to the seated hunts for my giveaways.
Smart.
It would probably be cheaper for me to just buy the dimes.
You know what? That's where I got my silver. I got all my silver that I've been giving away from my club silver hunt. I'm like, you got to learn how to do this stuff on a budget.
Yeah. Well, I had more, but starting over. So
Reed said, I don't even know how many bombs I dug up in Germany. Reed lived in Germany for many years, guys, and he hunted a lot of World War II sites. So, yeah, I would imagine Reed has his fair share. But Squirrel's Magnifishing's here.
Oh, Gary's metal detecting is almost already at 300.
Boom.
Hey, Squirrel. Cool. I have to say something because Squirrel and I were both in flashes. I think it was flashes. So I wasn't sure if Squirrel thought I was arguing with him about the likes. So I just want to make sure he doesn't think I was arguing with him. Because he said he saw 12 and I'm like, but I see 33. So, yeah.
Wow, yeah. 33 with a second one thumb down. I guess somebody else owe a second one too. Either that or it's Charlie. One of the
I don't know where you're at.
Rob, I told you I would never do that to you, buddy. Everybody else, well, a couple people, yeah, but not you.
Mr. Carl Becker's here. Clubs went over 200 this weekend.
Nice.
Congrats, bud.
Yeah, Tones. I had a whole bag. Oh, it just fell out of the bag. But I had this whole bag full of silver dimes from last year's silver hunt that my club does. If you pay your club dues for the next year before December 31st, they invite you to a silver hunt where the club puts down 400 silver dimes, and you get to hunt it for free just for paying your dues on time. So I scooped up 13 silver dimes last year, and those are the 13 dimes. Those are the dimes I've been doing in the duck races. So
Yeah,
now
that's what I've been giving away all. I mean, this isn't all the ones I have. I got a bunch more from 2 other hunts. These are the only ones I have that are in little cases. So
Oh, nice.
I got a handful from this stock. Probably more than a handful. That's all I seemed to find was them.
Charlie, I haven't even got yelled at by Denise tonight.
I know it's still early. Well, it's 9:40. Yeah, you haven't got yelled at yet. And the cats haven't knocked over the camera, or
Well, I knocked that over myself, but yeah,
Oh,
they're
hey.
both in, they're
Well,
they're both in.
that's the Menardo we know.
Charlie, if I still had that high def camera plugged in, I'd turn it around to show you the kitchen counter.
Mm,
I just got my last 2 boxes of pennies. I've got 23 boxes of pennies stacked up as a pyramid on the kitchen counter.
that's
So
crazy.
I'm going to be starting my 20 box penny hunt coming up.
Mr. Carl Becker just stopped by.
Yep. Hey, Carl.
Carl,
Well, you know what? Let's do a duck race. Let me get a duck race going here. Wow. There's a lot of people already still here.
Already
from the
still
last
here.
one. Okay, so let's see here. While I'm doing that, you two can hold the chat.
so what's up, Charlie?
Sorry. Oh.
Hey, Brockton Magna Fisher.
Bug says no to quack.
That's
Just
me.
say hello.
You know, it wasn't until now I realized how big my gap is.
How big your what is?
The gap between my front teeth. Looks like Alfred E. Newman.
Oh, well, I kind of thought that you had that in your little drawing.
I do.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the caricature artist was pretty good. She made me look angry too.
Yeah, those sticks look great.
Yeah, my jacket. I sent Park Rat a picture of my jacket my niece made for me with the cricket, and he was like, "It makes you look like you're angry." I was like, "Yeah, we might have to tweak the eyebrows a little bit, but it does." I mean, I'm wearing it right now, but I can show you. I took a picture to send them.
That's, I thought your teeth were just socially distancing.
They are. They don't like it. They're trying to avoid giving.
That guy's a comedian.
That's the back of my jacket my niece made me.
Yeah, you do kind of look pissed off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I think we got to tweak the eyebrows a little bit. I thought it was funny when he sent me that. I was like, I didn't even notice that till you said it. Now I'm walking around with a pissed off me on my back of my jacket. So I just gotta fix the eyebrows a little bit. I may have been angry when she drew it. I don't know. It was at a birthday party.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It just looks like
Thanks,
you're squinting.
Scott.
So, Rachel, how long have you been detecting? I mean, just total time.
Total time?
Yeah.
I don't know, about a decade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. About 10 years, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Okay.
started with a bounty hunter tracker 4.
Yeah, I think we all started off with the bounty hunter, in one way or the other.
All right, I've got 26 in here with 19 names. So if you haven't said anything in the last few minutes, make a comment so I can see you and add you to the list.
I did a couple comments, but
Yeah. Did you get Scott driving?
Yepper.
How about Mr. Brockton?
Yepper.
I know you got Lou. You got Tim W.
oh,
Got
treasure
Tim
of
W. Got Tom.
You got Mr. Johnny O.
Ooh, no, sir.
I thought I had Treasure Outdoors off of this channel, but I got you again now.
You got Pat.
Yeah, definitely put Pat in this time. I know not to forget Pat now. I got
You got
Tones.
plugs for days.
I got Tones. I got plugs.
You got Ray Gonzalez.
Nope,
Oh, Ray
don't have Ray.
Gonzalez is here.
Let me get Ray.
I think he was lurking. He just said hi.
That's all I need.
Moto Mining
Yep, got Moto.
616.
I think he was the first one I put in. Yep. So I'm at 22
You
now.
got
so
John CZ Kid
I got it.
don't have CZ.
and Mr. Tom Riley. You got him?
I was just gonna
Yep.
say Tom Riley.
I got Tom R. Yep. I got Tim W and Tom R.
You got Charlie.
Yeah, you got your host. You got Rachel.
I got Rachel, but I did not have Charlie.
Oh,
Oh, see, it's a
man.
good thing I said so.
Your last race, we're missing 2 people.
My two co-hosts.
2 hosts. Oh man!
Let me see if I got Cool Arrow. If I don't have Cool Arrow, yep, I got Cool Arrow.
And you got Reed, right?
Yep, put Mr. Reed in. So we're good to go here, guys. Done.
So what are you using now, Charlie?
I moved on. I got the Knox, the 600. I've had it for over a year now. I went
Look at this.
I went from the Impact to the Simplex to the Knox. Oh, and I have the X now too for the
We've
water.
got Johnny O. I can put a face with a
Hey,
name
Johnny
now.
O.
Oh,
And
there's
there's Mr. Mark.
Hey, Mark.
What's up?
Oh, and there's trouble down there in the corner, Mr. Mark over there.
Yeah, Charlie. I just upgraded from the 600 to the 800. I still
Oh,
have.
really?
Yeah, I still have my AT Pro and I have the Simplex and the Bounty Hunters.
I
But
like.
I want to get an XP Orcs.
Oh yeah.
But I'll wait and see what Nocta's coming out with. They're supposed to be coming out with something.
Yeah, right. That thing's way past due now. They keep tweaking it.
All right, I can do what, up to 6 on this thing. Let me see if the duck race will come in.
It's there, buddy.
Yes, it does. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start a duck race. I'm going to give away a couple of stickers. Let's do that. So
Not yet, plugs.
shuffle characters.
I tested it before I upgraded. The 4 megahertz.
How'd you like it?
Seemed like the rest of the stuff a little shallower, but that's about it.
Okay, here we go. We got 24 people in the race.
I can't even see it.
616 pulling up.
Drop.
Here's
That's
the fat
Mr.
duck.
Charlie.
The fat duck's
Love the
dropping.
hair.
There goes Brockton.
I'll put it on my big screen.
Jersey. She's right. Rachel, you're right there.
Oh, yeah.
Blocking fade.
Mark,
I'm going to go backwards. I always do.
Scott, plugs.
I'm just coasting along, you know. Maybe
Here
slow and
comes
steady
Gary.
wins the race.
There's Mr. Tones, the pink duck.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel's right there. Rachel's right
Yeah,
there.
She's been hanging
Slow
tough
and
right
steady. Nope, she's
Mark's,
getting tired
Mark's right
again.
next to her. Treasure Outdoors. Who's going to take it in the
Mark's
last 10
still holding
seconds?
the lead.
My duck.
Here
thinks
comes
I'm
Reed.
back.
Reed's
Yeah,
pulling up.
Here comes
Reed's
Reed.
gonna- I told you I go backwards.
Reed stole the show.
Boom, it's Reed.
Good job.
Congratulations, Reed.
That was funny.
Mr. Reed wins it.
I didn't even make it in the top 5.
You faded fast.
Yeah.
I did. I was nice holding my own and then just. That was it.
Bug says he was the first loser.
Yeah, that counts for a lot.
And I was the second loser then. I was right in front of Plug.
Mr. Reed, send me your address, sir. We'll get you some stuff out.
Jim Steele says duck for dinner again. Congrats, Reed.
There we go. Large screen so you folks can see us better. So, Mr. Mark, I really enjoyed your stream the other night.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry.
Nah, it is what it is. Can't make them
It,
all.
it was
Great.
fun.
Now I try to make a lot.
It is hard.
Is your sticker board a dry erase board?
No, it's PVC board.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Picked it up at Home Depot. Cut it to
Oh, okay.
size. Yeah. Now we're trying to fill it.
I had a dry erase board. I shouldn't have sold it because I could have done so many. I could have put all my magnet stickers on that, but I went and bought the. I went to. Hang on.
Mark, watch.
I
That's
got
got
this.
that 24 Advent giveaway.
I think we just got this at Walmart. It's just that real light. I don't know what
Foam
it is.
board?
But it's pretty light.
Yeah, it's probably foam board.
Yeah, foam
Yeah.
board, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
So
We just had
Yeah,
this left over from a project that we had and
I'll let you
figured,
know. little
figured we'll
secret.
put it to use.
All the stickers people have sent me, they're everywhere.
I have that
Hey,
problem.
I haven't
Wait.
stuck them anywhere. Like I got one sitting here right now.
God is here in the room.
God
tonight.
just joined the chat.
Hello,
Charlie,
God.
Charlie, are you a moderator?
No, I'm not.
Say something, Charlie, so I can put you as a moderator.
Something.
In the chat.
Oh, I can't type in the chat.
Oh yeah, you got to go. You got to go to the regular page, not the StreamYard page.
Yeah,
Hey, Mark, do you know if your stickers are they good for UV light, or you're not sure?
Yes.
Like if I put them outside, they're good because I have two stickers from two channels that I like on the back of my van, and they're not doing well.
Yeah, I get them from Sticker Mule. This
Okay.
way I know that they're good quality.
All right.
They do-
Yeah, the two
do
stickers
well.
I got, I really like it, but yeah, they've been on there for probably, I don't know, 6 months, and
Yeah.
they need to be replaced.
Sometimes they fade. I mean, you
It's
gotta
not
get a
even
heavier
fading,
vinyl.
they're peeling. Like the one's actually peeling
really?
off. Yeah, I mean, and I cleaned it. I cleaned it well before I put them on there.
Yeah.
Hey, God loves us all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. God's here.
I know.
Hey,
Tim
Mark,
W
do you
says he
have
got
one of my
his first
stickers
sticker
yet?
today with a poker
don't.
chip from Tidewater.
I gave out so many, I'm like just about out. But Park Rat's making me some stickers when he gets back next week. So
Okay.
I'll be able to send them to people. So if anybody wants them, my email address is on my YouTube.
Yeah, I'll definitely do a swap with you.
Yeah.
We just ordered a whole bunch more, so we're ready to go.
Yeah. I would just
Pat's
I thought I had more than I did when I went to dig stock, and I didn't have that many because I just been like flinging them everywhere, sending them everywhere, and I'm like, wow, I'm out. So I got a couple for giveaways, and that's about it. So I gotta get some more.
Yeah, sorry about that, Pat. I didn't know. I have recently found out that you make stickers and T-shirts and stuff, which is pretty cool because I might actually hit you up for something.
Pat
They're
throwing the
good stickers. I mean,
throwing the promo plug in for himself there. Good for you, Pat.
I just shot you an email like 10 minutes ago regarding stickers because I'm overdue. So
yeah.
Johnny O, where are you located, sir?
I'm in New Jersey, and actually, so Mark is probably what, Mark, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and
Yeah.
All right,
then
where are you at, Mark?
We're in Central Jersey. We're in Middlesex County.
You're like around the corner from me.
Well,
Oh, really?
I want to know where you are because we're in the same county. I'm in Monmouth County. I'm in the southern,
I'm in Monmouth County too.
southern Monmouth County. So
Oh,
and
I'm
then
on
we're-
Eastern. I'm right on the bay.
You're right in the bay.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like 2 blocks from the bay. I can see Sandy Hook from my.
Okay. I know where
beach.
you're at. So
Ah.
I see some collaborations
You're
coming
right in
here. I
between.
really do.
You know how close I am to something? If we have a war, I need to run really fast because of where I'm located.
Well, I was just going to suggest that you three get together with Angela and do the beach war.
I
Mark? Do that
I
for
actually
me?
have a spot that I want to hunt by you, Rachel. If you are where I think you are, there's a spot that I want to go to. like right by you.
Well,
That's where she's at.
Then all three of us, we got to get to this spot because I've heard some pretty good things about it.
I'm trying to think of where you're talking about because there's a lot of good spots by me.
Ray says he's talking to God now. That's great, Ray.
God is watching. That's what Gary said. Well, are we friends on Facebook?
Whoever
Yeah,
can
we are.
Yeah,
whoever
message me
can
that.
do it, except there you go. Thank you, moderator, for accepting Squirrel's Magnificent's comment.
I'm gonna jump
Pat,
out of
thank you.
here, Rob. Maybe Pat wants to jump in
Sure.
if you can.
Thank you, Mr. Charlie.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
Take
Later,
care.
Charlie.
We'll see
All
you.
right.
Thanks for showing the ring, Charlie.
Yes, sir.
Very
That's
cool.
a nice ring, Charlie.
Oh, that ring is beautiful. I said, Charlie, you interested in selling that? No way.
Yeah. So does Pat make shirts too, right?
He makes shirts. He makes bandanas. He makes koozies. He makes magnets.
Yeah, he said something about magnets.
He did my. He did my. I'd rather be digging with Menardo Rob shirt.
Okay.
I took that to my meeting, and I had a guy walk to me going, "I don't know what a Menardo is," and I go, "It's a long story." Ray says Pat gifts everything he doesn't sell. Yeah, everything's free from Pat.
Yeah.
Hey, nobody told me that. I sent him money.
Yeah, I ordered my. These are my stickers from Pat, and then
Oh, nice.
he
Yeah,
had
nice.
he had some room left over on him, so he did me. See, I never find anything when I need to find it. Oh, there they are. He did me some really little cute mini me stickers.
Heard all
So-
Yeah,
about
he made some tiny ones for me too.
Yeah, if he's got room left on the panel, he'll throw those in kind of as an extra. So
Very cool.
StreamYard is not letting me get
This
in
is-
on because I'm on the phone.
This is
They
what the
ordered me
new
that.
logo changed it up a little bit.
I think that looks great, Rachel.
Looks just like you.
See, you don't look mad there. You look really happy there.
I know, but I look angry as heck on my jacket.
So
No, Rob, thanks for having me. I've never been on one of your lives before, so I appreciate it. And I just want to say, like, I really love your Saturday live streams. I'm able to make most of them.
Sunday, you mean?
Sunday, that's right. Yeah, so the Sunday live streams, I usually detect like pretty early in the morning. So, I'm just getting back and I tune in, and usually like I'm making breakfast and I'm just tuning in. So it's just a really good time slot.
Well, thank you. It's funny. Well, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I started them last summer. Liz had the live stream from 10 to 11 before Marlon, or 10 to 11:30. And so I thought, well, her daughter came back from college for the summer, so they did some traveling. So Liz kind of like went off air for a while, and I thought, you know what, I'll come on at 10 and I'll just hold her spot down. And I held her spot for her for the whole summer. I said, this is Liz's spot. I'm just keeping so people know that there's a stream going on Sunday. So when she comes back, she'll still have her old audience, and I'll give the stream right back from her. And she came back, and I never heard a word from her. No, hey, Rob, that was really cool. That was thanks or something. And I have to admit, I was a little offended. So I thought, well, I'll do a stream before hers from 9 to 10. And then the streams just started kind of running into hers. And I stayed on after 10, and people started staying on my stream. So I just do my stream now concurrent with hers. Some people follow both streams. I like Liz's streams. She does a lot of cool stuff in her stream. She does the cool coin stuff.
Yeah.
She's got a whatever editing program she's got that does the robot and the music and the intro. She's got a very professional stream, and she's got some very professional equipment. And I really like Liz's streams. But it just so happened that I started doing mine at 9, an hour before hers, and people were staying after 10. So I just rolled it right up to Marlin's now. So
Yeah.
well, we
Oh.
need to get rid of that person.
Yeah, I hope you guys are all reporting for hate speech.
Yep, I just got rid of him.
Hey, Kurt P. Kurt P is just listening.
All right, I got rid of them. Hey, Kurt P.
Some people.
Pat
just
says I just
have
killed the
no-
troll. Thank you, Pat. I was wondering why it wasn't letting me do it. Hola, Kurt P.
Some people just don't have a life.
It's still showing in the chat though, or is that
It
just on
should
our
be.
end?
That's just in the
Well, the
StreamYard
message,
chat.
Just
yeah.
our end.
Just a StreamYard chat, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, even on my StreamYard, it's gone to that real light fade.
Right.
But Johnny O, it's great having you in here. I see you commenting. I see you in I see you lurking in the streams. But it's just great putting a face together with the name and now finding out where you're at.
Yeah, I actually hunted with Mark. I don't know. We got together for like an hour or two, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm literally right on the beach. Like I'm a block from the beach here, so it's very convenient for me. I'm very blessed to be here. I'm not going to be here for long, but I'm going to have the next 6 months. So I'm just getting out as much as possible.
Hey, if you got a beach close by and you like beach detecting, that's awesome. Now I know Pat lives right. Pat lives on the East Coast, right there. But Pat isn't. Park Rat's not a big beach detector. He did it once with. I think he either did it with J-Man or another guy that they went out and did the beach with, and Pat just decided he's not a real big beach hunter. That's okay. My digging partner Dalton, we ran out of places to hunt one day, and I go, here, let me take you to this little park and beach we did, and he didn't want to make me feel bad, but he called me up next time. He's like, hey, I'd prefer not to do beaches again. I'm not a big beach guy. Hey, whatever, no worries. Whatever floats your boat. There's enough places me and you can hunt in the dirt that, I've got several other people that like hunting the beach. Denise K likes hunting the beach. So, I got some people I can hunt the beach with, and I got some people I can hunt the dirt with. So,
right.
I'll tell you what, I enjoy hunting both. Angela's she's definitely beach all the way. But I actually, was it a couple days ago? I went out and hunted a park that was nearby to us. I didn't record any of it. It was, not something that we were doing for the channel, but I enjoy getting out and doing some fields, hitting some fields up.
I much prefer the dirt.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this question to come up. There, obviously there's days where you're out there finding silver and gold rings or gold jewelry on the beach. You're like, oh, this is just awesome. There's a lot less trash out there. But then there's days you pull out the coin that I just pulled out last week. That's my biggest bucket lister. And you're like, I could dig this dirt all day long, 24/7, be out here in the dirt. Yeah. So I agree with Mark. I love doing both. But yes, to answer Kurt P, yes, we're all metal detectors here. There are some magnet throwers in the room too. There are some that do both. But
we're all treasure hunters. I prefer woods than fields, and I'll do the beach once in a while. And in the summer I'll do it at night.
Yeah.
But, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Somebody wants to come in. They're on the second page of my channel. Hold on. There's Mr. Brockton. Sorry, buddy. You were below my. Nice picture there, Brockton.
Wait, what? Am I live?
Yes, you are, sir.
Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous.
Oh, never ends.
I couldn't see you. My computer only has five.
Look at
five
my
spots.
photo. This is where he froze on my live the other night.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, my internet went out.
Yo, that was awesome, bro.
I'm trying to get my duck race off my. Oh, there it is. Stop screen. There we go. Now I can see you all in the top row. Okay. Sorry, Brockton.
This is what's up right here.
Dots Homestyle Pretzels. Nope, it's got to be Utz. Either Utz potato chips or Utz pretzels from Baltimore to Philly.
Utz.
Honey mustard, baby.
Kurt P says, I think beaches are more traveled and maybe more lucrative.
They're so good.
Well, Kurt P, I can tell you, people lose more jewelry on the beaches than anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Gary says it's all exercise. Absolutely, Gary.
I'll tell you what, digging in the dirt's it's a little harder.
Depends on the dirt.
Definitely takes a little bit more
Have you
effort.
tried digging in frozen dirt yet? Or
I have.
semi-frozen? It is just sloppy. Like it's just, even if there's just like that really light like glaze of frost on the top surface, it's very difficult to dig clean plugs. It's impossible.
At what
Yeah,
point is it too cold?
You know, guys,
I don't know. I've dug in really.
there are a lot of fun reasons to live in Florida, and one of them is you never have to dig in frozen ground. Okay.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
Yeah, really.
I know, right? Thanks so much.
I mean, 2 days ago, I spent 3 hours in the Gulf of Mexico waiting around up to my waist looking for a ring, and I wasn't even cold, guys. Okay, the water here is still 84 degrees. The Gulf is.
Listen, the water here is not bad. I was in the water today, not swimming completely, but I was in far enough, and the water, like, it's warmer than the surface here. Yes. So,
Johnny O, where you at?
It feels nice. I'm in New Jersey, Monmouth County, New Jersey.
New Jersey sucks. I'm just kidding.
Hey, you're outnumbered by Jersey.
You gotta like leave New Jersey and come back to appreciate it. That's what I've learned in my life.
I hate New Jersey.
Don't listen to any. I'm not listening to anything you say ever again.
That's a smart move, Johnny. Oh my God, Brockman's in the room. That's for sure. What'd you do? How'd you go away?
He felt
ashamed. I moved myself on purpose. I didn't want to be in the Jersey and Florida room anymore.
Sorry, don't mind my dog.
Metal detecting is hard on the body if you were stuck in solitary confinement for a year. Yeah, I guess so.
He's lacking attention. He's like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, Pat, we do have snakes year-round and gators.
You got Shane in the chat.
I get so many questions from people who say, do you have many gators in Florida? After you see these things about some kid getting eaten by a gator or some dog. And here's my advice to everybody outside of Florida, who ever come to Florida.
Yeah.
Any body of water in Florida bigger than a bathtub, just assume there's going to be an alligator in it because there probably is. Period.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's why them swimming holes are fun.
Kurt P, yes, there's lots of different metal detectors, and you look at 5 people on the screen, and all 5 of us probably use a different metal detector.
You gotta be careful in the woods when you're detecting. You never know what's around the corner.
Shane says, what's going on? Is it Sunday already?
Yeah.
Yep. See, now I've never hunted, Rachel, I've never hunted woods per se, except when I was at Florida Hunt 6 or 7. That's the only time I've actually ever been out in the woods metal detecting was those 2 Florida hunts.
Yeah, I prefer it because, like, when I'm in a field, I feel like I'm exposed. It's weird. So I do fields too, but I prefer woods.
As a matter of fact, Florida Hunt 6 and 7, I think, is the only 2 hunts in my life I've ever worn long pants at. Blackbeard Jay says he likes hunting both. CZ's got to go tonight. Gary says he dug a frozen park this morning. You know, I just saw up there near Buffalo or New York those snow flurry mornings up there, and I'm like,
come on,
it's hard to comprehend down here, guys.
Gary's out in California though.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, he's wanting attention. I'm trying to put him back down on the floor.
Yeah, you never know what's in the water either.
He's spoiled.
Kurt P says lots of beer bottles in the sand in Jersey.
Yeah,
more like Corona cans.
God.
Hey, Clearwater Beach, the number 1 illegal beer on Clearwater Beach is Corona Light, Corona Extra. I'm telling you, I have never not had Corona not win the night for bottle caps. Yeah, Plug says just be careful you hear banjo music. You know what's funny, Plugs? My girlfriend has never seen Deliverance. And I had to go on YouTube and show her the dueling banjo. And the reason I had to show her the dueling banjo is this is my one claim to fame, guys. When I was working at Disney World at Magic Kingdom, I was with security for 10 years at Disney, and we had a fight between a white family and a black family. and everybody wanted to press charges for each other. So they all got trucked up to the security office. And I was told to sit in a room and watch these two guys. And I'm sitting there and I asked him for ID. And the one guy hands me his ID and he goes, "Do you know who that is sitting next to me?" And I go, "Nope, don't have a clue." He goes, "That's the banjo player from Deliverance." And I looked and I went, "Holy shit, it is." I actually got to meet the Mongoloid kid that was the banjo player. And he looked exactly the same, just 30 years older. So when I asked him for ID, when they made that movie back in 72 or 73, he didn't have any identification because he couldn't drive. So the local sheriff's office took like one of those generic IDs out of your wallet that you buy that just has like a blank card on it. And they took a picture of him, glued it to the card, typed his name on there. He signed it and they laminated it. And that's what the guy's been carrying for 40 years.
No kidding.
Wow.
And I went over to the copy machine and I made a copy of that for myself so I could have it. But yeah, I tell that story all the time. I met the banjo player. What the hell is that? Mel Gibson? No, that's Sherlock Holmes. There you go. A Game of Shadows. That's a good movie.
That one was. What was that?
Ray says, "I feel exposed on the news beach." Shane says, "Are you a deer? You're exposed in fields, prefer the woods." I'd love to hunt the woods.
I just don't like people watching me.
How do you deal with like ticks and stuff, though, man? I can't.
I spray the crap out of myself and I still get them. So
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. You say you don't like people watching you? Aren't you a YouTuber?
well, I don't like people watching me when I don't want them to watch me.
Oh,
That was a good point, though. Brockton.
I mean, the only way that you don't want somebody to watch you is in the bathroom or in your house. I mean,
No, well, see, when I'm filming, you're seeing what I want you to see when you watch me.
Yeah.
yeah, but you're in a public spot. You should stay home.
No.
Rachel, just never leave the house. That's what Brockton wants. Just never leave the house, Rachel.
Where I go, there is.
I'll tell you what.
I'm not in a park.
I think that was the hardest part about starting a YouTube channel was like while you're out on a beach, you're like basically talking to yourself.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot of people in Jersey. There's a lot of people on the Jersey, the beaches here. So
There's a lot of people in the woods since March of last year.
yeah.
But you know what, Mark? It's incredible. People, when you're doing that nowadays, at least people know exactly what you're doing, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, this guy's,
On the beach, they do. In the
this
woods,
guy's
they have
talking
no
to
idea.
himself. Maybe not, but there's probably nobody else in the woods unless you're on a heavily utilized trail,
Yeah, but here's Mark. Here's
in the
Mark
parks,
going
yeah.
into a park, right? And there's a playground, and there's all kids over there, and they're like, "Whoa, wait, what's going on? Why is this guy over here inside this playground?"
I was doing a broad sweep film of a park one time, and I had a parent come up to me. The guy wouldn't even come up to me. Made his wife come up to me, and she's like, "Why are you filming these kids?" And I go, "I'm a metal detecting. I'm filming a panoramic shot for my video." I said, "Your kids are so small on my screen, I can't even tell if they're male or female. I can't see any individual kid." And she was like, "Okay." But they came up and questioned me about why I was filming in a playground.
Yeah.
So
Mark in a park.
I guess.
But he spelled it like Jersey, walk in the park.
Oh, Shane.
yeah, Moto says people talk to themselves all the time on hands-free devices. Yeah.
Oh
should
yeah,
see
when
it
they
when
got
we're
the
in the
little
harbor.
tiny, when they got the little tiny earpieces, and you don't know they have a phone.
I do. People walk by me and I hear them talking. I go, "Excuse me." The guy goes like, I'm on the phone," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
No, it's even worse when you're in the bathroom and they're in the stall talking,
See, guys don't do that.
and then you think they're talking to you
I don't know.
because all you hear is the questions.
Guys don't stand at a urinal and start breaking up out random conversations with the guy taking a leak next to him. Now, guys,
No.
guys
We don't
straight
have
ahead.
urinals, so
Hey, Mark, how's it hanging, buddy?
You would be that guy.
How's the weather?
being there and oh my god, I can't believe it! Can you believe
It's a little
it?
cold.
Are you talking to me? Like, I don't know you. You're in another stall.
He's
Yeah,
also
I guess that
already
wouldn't be a
answering.
problem.
Yeah.
Pat says, I do. I believe that, Pat.
Wow, you must not be married.
God.
It's the code of silence rule.
Yeah,
Says.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Look straight ahead.
you look
Don't
anywhere
say
except
anything.
you look anywhere except the urinal to the guy next to you. That's exactly right.
I wouldn't know.
You can take my word for that, Rachel.
I do. I take your word for it. Because I wouldn't know.
Moto, that's exactly right. It doesn't happen to me in dirt much because I'm on private residence. But when I'm on the beach, I feel like the Pied Piper. I get a whole line behind him.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself giving away all your pennies. And most of the parents are actually pretty cool about it. The last time I was on a beach and I found a couple like farm animal toys, like a horse and a cow or something some kid lost, I just gave them to the next two kids that were following me around, and they went running back to their parents all excited. Pat says we're going to see urinals in the ladies' room.
You never know.
Yeah.
A lot more stalls in the men's room.
Yeah.
Stalls with doors. I have used the men's room. The ladies' room line was way too long.
Plenty of them do.
You know what? And that's perfectly allowable for a woman to do. But if a guy did that,
it's legal in New Jersey.
I've seen that at a Giants game. That was intense.
I do at the yard center all
She
the
just
time.
busted right in there. She was yelling, "I'm a lady and I'm going in the men's room," and she just cut through everybody and did what she had to do.
Because the men's room's like 10 times shorter of a line.
It was.
Yeah, you guys are zip pee done. We're like zip, pull down, look at ourselves, all that other stuff. I don't know. I don't know why it takes them so long. So I do it at the art center all the time. If the line for the ladies' room is wrapped around behind the backstage, I'll just go on the men's line. I don't care.
Yeah, I was at a sub shop in Boston, and that's what it was. I was at a urinal, go to one bathroom, and there was a chick this lady just came right behind me. I was like, "Wait, hold on, what?" And she goes in the stall right here. I'm like, "What? This is the men's room, right?" And I'm looking down. Oh yeah, it's a urinal.
Check the door.
I thought I was in the freaking women's room, man. I'm like, what? Am I in the wrong room? She's like, "Sorry, had to pee." I'm like,
when I was backpacking across Europe when I was 21, and I stayed at a youth hostel. They had this brand new youth hostel in Cologne, Germany, and they're so different about bodies and sex and nudity over in Europe. When we went to go use the shower, I was in a room with like 4 other guys in this youth hostel, but there's one bathroom on each floor with the showers, and it's just co-ed. So you could actually be sitting in a stall on the toilet, and there's a girl on the toilet next to you, and everybody's expected to respect everybody else. And on the showers, it was just one long line of showers with the double shower curtain, like your first one where you undressed, and then the second where you went into the shower. And there could be another hot 21-year-old girl showering next to you, and comes out with a towel wrapped around you, go back to her room, and everybody was expected to respect that. That was just the way it was in Europe. There was no. And I was like, man, Europe's just a great place. I was loving life right then, let me tell you. Kurt B. Where the men are men and the women are too. Oh, that's hilarious. There you go, Reed. Women in the men's room at the Aerosmith concerts.
Any concert.
Plug says, Brockton, you had to look down at yourself to see if you were in the men's room.
Wait, hold on, what?
Wait,
it's a urinal, right?
No, that was a sink, silly. You didn't see the little
at the old Tampa Stadium. At the old Tampa Stadium before they built the new one, they didn't have urinals. They just had one big long trough that everybody stood at and pissed in. And even when that filled up, I used to see the drunk guys going over and just pissing in the sinks. So,
yes,
so gross.
Jim, I could not agree at any more. Same with Tim.
I think in Europe they still use those really long urinals, public outings things.
Yeah, troughs.
Did you see the video of the woman that was washing her hands in it?
Oh.
She thought it was a big long sink.
Oh.
No way.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like a viral video. It was
I
everywhere.
believe it. I believe it. I believe that went viral.
Yeah, she was using like the cake, you know.
It's a bar of soap.
I bet that didn't lather up very well.
Probably not. I just couldn't believe it. I was laughing so hard. It's
Yeah,
one of the
well,
few
because
videos that made me laugh.
better what they use in India. That's right.
Mm. Isn't it in Asia where they just have a hole in the ground?
Yeah, it's a hole in the ground.
That's their bathroom.
Well,
Public
because the entire world, besides pretty much us, squats in the bathroom as opposed to sitting.
Well, we like comfort.
Jim, that's hilarious. The last time I was in the naked lady's yard for 3 hours, she asked me to come back the next day, and he went. Oh, hey, this de-evolved really fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
Bathroom humor.
Worst smell in the world is a cigar floating in a urinal. Yeah, probably.
What do you want? No, you stink.
Oh, Tim said it's Korea.
A lot of your
Oh,
Asian,
okay.
a lot of your Asian countries are.
Mhm.
You got to learn what the 3 seashells are for.
Easy digging. What did I walk into here? Definitely not detecting anymore.
Yeah, poor Kurt P. probably is like, I thought this was going to be a detecting live stream.
Hey, listen, I went to a
Yeah, for
Target
real.
today with my kids, right? My wife and kids. And at Target, right in front, there was a trailer. And the trailer had bathrooms inside of them. Man, they had granite countertops. They had like glass bowl sinks. I mean, it was an amazing bathroom. I'm like,
Yeah, those are the fancy portable
Those are
toilets.
beautiful.
Those are the big buck ones for your fancy events. Yep.
yeah, I mean, I've seen them at concerts, but in front of a
Because
Target,
I
because
was on-
they were doing renovation and they took the bathroom out, they have to, accommodate. So
that little town I'm driving to in Missouri, I was on their website trying to look at their city ordinances to see if they allow metal detecting, and I'm reading about parks and everything, and it says if you have an event, we rent portable toilets for the event at $80 a toilet. And you started describing it, I'm like, those aren't the $80 a day toilets. Those are going to be a lot more than those.
No, you smell. Get down. He rolled in something. Let me get back.
Go to San Francisco. They just crap in the street, Reed says. Reed, I was in San Francisco 35 years ago, but I don't think I have any desire to go back there now.
every time I turn around, conversation has gone to crap. LOL.
I just saw that.
Shane. Yo,
Mr.
Shane,
Carl,
come on up
Mr.
here,
Carl,
man.
we'll see you
Throw the
Sunday,
string
sir.
out out there, Rob. Let's get Shane up here.
All right, everybody, I'm out. Have a great night. We'll
Bye,
catch you
Johnny
later.
O.
Yeah, Johnny,
Johnny-O-
get a hold of me on
Johnny,
Facebook.
thanks, buddy. And hey,
Sounds good. No, thank you.
come in Sunday. Stop in and say hi in the stream Sunday. Come on screen.
All right, we'll see what we can do. Take care.
All right, man.
Have a
Thanks.
good night,
All right.
everybody.
Later, John.
So long.
You stink.
Good to see your face.
All right,
For
let's
the
get
name.
Shane in here. Let's get this thing fired up.
Heck yeah, man.
So funny because he's always pretty tamed on his live stream.
look at Relic Reaper.
He lets
It's
loose
after
on others.
11, so adults channel.
This is like Pat's Zoom channel after 11 o'clock.
That's funny.
Depending on how bad it gets, is whether Cynthia or Melissa
Oh.
Clark is still in the room.
All right. Well, good night, Kyle Becker. He said we'll see you on Sunday, people.
Carl, see you Sunday, buddy.
Hi, Carl.
So
Yeah,
Kurt P said, "What's the best thing you ever found detecting?"
Who was he asking?
Yeah.
who asked
all
that?
All of you.
You too?
Me, it's a quarter because I'm brand new.
Ah.
Yeah, start somewhere though.
I came
How
from
did
the
he know?
magnificent.
Can I show the best thing I've ever found?
Mm-hmm.
This I keep, or at least I can find it. This is as close as I'll ever come to a gold coin, probably. That is my 1906 solid gold Freemasons Master Mason medallion.
Wow.
Nice.
On the back, it's got the guy's name. It says to Master Mason Samuel Benny, congratulations on making Master Mason from his lodge in upstate New York. 1906, it says solid gold, and it lists the jeweler in New York City that made this for him.
And you
That's
found that in
really-
Florida?
I found this on a 1912 property in Zephyr Hills. I found out doing some research that Zephyr Hills is a little town on the east side of our county. It was founded in the early 1900s by mostly all Masons retiring from up north. And you guys all know Ken DK from Adventures in Dirt that does the Sunday evening show called Adventures in Dirt.
Yeah.
He featured this on one of his episodes, and he belongs to that genealogy. What do you call it? That ancestry tree. He's a member of them. So he traced this guy back from Florida to New York, and from New York to England, and he traced his family, his wife. He retired from New York to Florida, brought his wife. His wife died in Florida. He met a second woman, married her. She died. He died. No children, nobody, no heirs for me to leave this back to. And that lodge in New York City has been absorbed by another lodge and is no longer around. This was in his yard. So we showed this to the homeowner, and she said, Samuel Benny, she goes, that's the man who owned this house 70 years ago. When I was a little girl, she was like in her 80s. She goes, he used to let us come here 70 years ago and pick oranges off his orange trees when I was a little girl.
That
Wow.
was nice that she let you keep that.
Yeah. She asked for 2 relics. She asked for 2 other relics we found. And that was over 2 years ago when I found it. And then COVID hit and we never went back to that town. And I just drove back there 2 weeks ago and I found her 2 relics that she asked me for. And I went and returned her 2 relics to her.
Very cool.
I have it in a case here, but that's probably one of my best finds. One of them.
Is that a silver lighter?
Later, yeah.
Nope, it's a silver match safe.
Oh, a match holder. Oh, awesome. That is gorgeous.
It's marked sterling silver. I have it here, but it's in the case. And then man, I got a few that I
Wow, Jim, an 1806 quarter.
that
Shoe buckle.
Oof.
That's colonial. That is absolutely gorgeous. Colonial
That's
shoe
cool.
buckle.
yeah, complete. Found that
Yep.
here in Jersey.
No, Ray, that's not going to be a giveaway for anything. If I went from 2,000 to 10,000 subscribers tomorrow, that wouldn't be the 10,000 subscriber prize.
That was my first seeded dime. I don't have it now.
Oh, you slob.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
So I got quite a few of my finds are my favorite finds. Thanks, Relic Reaper. I don't know. One day I should probably make a list of them.
Yeah, Kurt, if you're looking to get into the hobby,
Can't tell you plugs.
I'm going to give you my email because I am now associated with Detector Warehouse, and they have given me a $10 discount code for any purchase over $100. So I might as well plug my own sponsor here since I now have a partial channel sponsor.
This right here is I found that magnet.
Oh, that's the
fishing.
dagger. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my
very nice,
dagger.
dude.
Look at that. How sweet that is, man.
That's real nice.
Brockton, you know what video I watched of yours today?
Which
Where
one?
you found the trolling motor.
Oh, I know. You commented. I can't believe it, man.
I was listening. You just sounded so excited finding that trolling motor.
I was so excited, bro. And you know what? I got home. I plugged it in up against my car battery. Man, it worked beautiful.
It came right on?
Dude, I mean, it had the wire tie still around it. It was brand new. So it's basically somebody was going to put it on their boat and it just fell down. And that would have
freaking awesome.
sucked. I would sucked. If it was me, I'd be like, no, I would have dove in and got it.
Wait a minute, don't you have a boat too? You have
No,
like a little.
well, I was given a canoe because the guy said, this might help you doing magnet fishing, whatever. I'll give you a canoe. Come
Strap
follow
that
me
on
to
the
my
canoe.
house. And I strapped it. And I'm gonna strap it onto the
Heck yeah.
canoe. I actually put a 2x4 and stuff on there, and I got it all set up. But this happened,
Yeah.
so I can't go out and do anything until I clear up that. I tore 2 ligaments on my wrist.
Shane,
So-
however, history said he's sick. He's been food poisoned, so he's not going to come on.
Food
vehicle-
poison. Did Alex
vehicle-
food poison you?
Yeah, it's because he disagreed with her on the football.
No,
football chat.
it's because he called her delusional.
Hey, finders, beepers.
That was pretty funny when he said that.
Oh, dude, it was funny.
I'm not
man.
delusional.
Yeah.
What
That
am I
was
going to
so
find in
funny.
Buffalo? Kurt, there's plenty of old areas around Buffalo.
Got B Higgles in the chat.
Blackbeard J, I've yet to find a gold ring with any precious stone in it. That's still a goal of mine.
I'm probably going to have to get off here soon because he's getting, I don't know, this is past his bedtime.
I think there's good detecting where the Boston Tea Party happened. Oh, freaking absolutely.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
So he's going to be a pain in the butt.
Don, you're very right. All right, Miss Rachel. Well, thank you for popping in and holding the fort down when I went off screen there.
Yeah, right. That
You're
was
more than
funny.
welcome.
You got your stream tomorrow, right? Tomorrow night?
Yeah, at 7 o'clock. Paul from American Woodland Relics is going to co-host with me.
Cool.
We're going to talk about permissions and how different ways of getting them. You don't always have to door knock.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Yes.
I found that sword.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Wow. It almost looks like a scythe.
Yeah, man, you should see that video. It's crazy.
Looks like one of those Mongolian ones.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Rachel.
Yeah.
I pull up all Santeria stuff. I got this. I had a what is it? A cauldron. I had little people that was in the cauldron. Handcuffs. My goodness, that was my like best video, and I pulled so many things out of there. So I found out that it was like like voodoo type stuff that they put like skulls on top of the cauldron and stuff. So I was like, on Christmas Day, I took it right out of my house really quick. I was washing it up on Christmas Day, and I was like, and somebody in my comments told me it was like, more like a voodoo stuff, and they sent me pictures of a skull and stuff on it. I was like, I got to get this out of the house. So it went back in the water quick.
Bad juju.
I'm telling you, man. I don't want that
Jim's
stuff.
saying good night. We've had some more people come in. Finders, beepers. Mr. Corey's come in. He said he was on TI tonight, which is Treasure Island. That's Treasure Island Beach. I got to meet Corey last week, guys. You'll be seeing a video soon. He came out and hunted Clearwater Beach with myself and Denise K. So I got to meet a new subscriber last week. He lives right in the area. So hopefully Corey will be coming out and doing some more hunts on Clearwater Beach. So he just got back from Treasure Island, got a rose gold chain and a gold butterfly pendant. Well, freaking outstanding, Corey.
Wow.
All right, dudes. I'll see you guys at 7.
Take care.
I'm going to be a little late, but I'm going to try and get in there, Rachel.
That's all right. You can always watch the replay. That's what I tell people when they miss it.
I'll try and get in there.
All right. And get a hold of me on Facebook. All right. Good night, guys.
All right. Good night.
Guys, look at this. This is a picture far away. It's not a real one, YouTube, but check that out.
What is that?
That's my Walther P38 that I pulled out.
I was going to say that looks like a Walther PPK.
It's a Walther P38, and it's a World War II German issued. I kept that.
I would.
Yeah, it didn't have a trigger guard. The guard was gone. The trigger was gone. Everything was gone. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, it is. It's useless.
But it's a cool relic.
It is. It really is. I was thinking on like cleaning it up and stuff and doing a video on it, but I mean, I can't find pots for it. I looked all around.
Yeah, you're not going to.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a Terry C. Hi from the Thames. See, I knew how to pronounce that. It's not Thames, it's Thames.
Good
Us
night,
Americans
Ray.
can do some things right. Mudlark from London. Well, very cool, Terry. I watched some of the mudlarking videos from you folks over there in London.
Good night, Jersey Ray.
Always be down to hunt with you. Corey, we're going to be doing more. Mr. Ray's got to go too. Ray, thanks. Good night, everyone. Don't do what I would do. But Terry, thank you for joining us. It's probably the middle of the afternoon over there right now.
Man, it's early, Rob. It's only 11:30. What time were we up? We were on like till like 4 o'clock in the morning the other night, right?
Well, I knocked off with you guys around 1. You guys stayed on that late?
I don't know. I was on there for like 4 or 5 hours.
On your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at least 5 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Blackbeard J, I like your pirate flags.
We had a lot of fun. Alex came up. She was talking.
Yeah, she mentioned on her stream last night. I caught her stream a little bit last night while I was doing a pressure washing job. I took a break and logged on my phone, and she's like, between Brockton and Rob, I've been on more streams in the last 2 days than I have in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Terry says 4:30 a.m. over there in England.
4:30 a.m.
You know, it's funny. I was telling you guys when I was hiking across Europe there when I was 21, I stayed with a buddy's cousin who had his own flat in Brighton, England. Don't ever fly to the south of England on the coast in the middle of January. I got over there and I brought long sleeve clothes. I froze my ass off. And the house I was in was so old, it was some 1700s house that the wooden beams in the house were made from sailing ships. And they only had like space heaters on the window. When I woke up the first morning there was ice on the inside of my window in the bedroom where I was staying. And she had 20 layers of blankets on that bed, and I was still cold. And, well, Shane, that's okay, buddy. I did the door knocking for us when you came down and hunted with me. Me and Troy took care of the door knocking for you, buddy. And 10 days after I got to England, we were out pub hopping in the middle of the night, and my appendix burst. And I was getting this really bad stomach pain, and we were all drinking. We were all drunk off our asses. And guys, my stomach's hurting so bad, guys. I can't take it anymore. And so they had a Mini, the Mini Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
I think the tires on that thing are like this big. We had 5 drunk guys piled into a Mini Cooper, and we were driving across sidewalks in Brighton to get to the hospital. And they got me to the hospital about 3 a.m. And they went up to the counter. We're all drunk as shit. And they're banging on the counter at the hospital going, "Service, we got a sick American out here. We need some service." And they took me in. And the doctor did the old probe and said, "Yeah, your appendix is really distended. We need to get you on the surgery on the table right now." And I was 21, and I remember calling my mother from the hospital phone. They put the phone on my chest, laying on the bed, and I said, "Mom, what should I do?" And I'll never forget. My mother did this to me. I was 21, and she's 8,000 miles away, and I know she was scared shitless. And she said, "You're a big boy now. You have to make these decisions on your own." And she hung up the phone on me. And I know that took everything she had to do that. And I got so mad, I slammed the phone down. I go, "Take the thing out." And they said, "Okay." They gave me anesthesia. I made it from 100 to 99. And then I woke back up with the same nurse looking at me. And I go, "Well, let's get this thing going." And she goes, "Oh, honey, you're in recovery already." And by the time they opened me up and took me out, it had already burst over all my organs. And they had to suck all the poison off all my organs.
Jesus.
And when that pain medication wore off about 2 hours later, I had never felt pain like that in my life.
Wow.
And that's how I spent the next 10 days of my trip over to England, was in a hospital bed in England.
Ugh.
Don, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I know, Tim. So Gary, we have really good luck with churches. Dalton's probably gone 15 of 20 for churches. Around here, at least in Florida, they feel, I guess, semi-obligated to say yes as a community, part of the community. So we've done very well at old churches around here. So,
Yo, these things are so good. My kid's gonna kill me because I'm about to eat them all. I'm telling you,
Montana treasure hunter here.
I'm
I've
freaking
got his
chowing.
page. I've got his page open up on my other computer, ready to watch one of his videos. How's that for?
So damn good.
How do you guys do it? Do you have like an order of operation for watching people's videos?
Ezra, you know it.
Sometimes I have so many windows open on my other computer for videos I want to watch. My computer says, we're low on memory. Please close some freaking windows.
Montana treasure hunter. My brother and his family live in Montana.
There you go.
Very nice.
Jay's hitting the beach tomorrow. I sent a group text off to Dalton and Troy today, my two digging partners. I'm like, anybody hunting this week? Because I can't hunt next week because I got to get ready for my trip to Missouri. You go for that gold, Jay. Reed says, I've never gotten a beach permission. No, Reed, I would imagine out there in, oh Christ, where's Reed at? Arizona, New Mexico? He just got that dirt bike he's been cruising across the desert with.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a nice bike.
Rachel was talking about on her chat, which I'm going to try and catch tomorrow, how you can get permissions without asking. I had never been able to do this. Dalton had done it several times, and I finally tried one once, and it worked. We had an empty lot that there was a 1926 house next to it, so we figured there'd probably been an older house on that lot, but it was vacant, and we called the number out of state. And the guy's like, yeah, it's an empty lot. Yeah, go ahead. Just do me a favor. Don't leave any holes. And I was like, no, sir. And I finally got my first permission over the phone. I finally got my first permission from a person through the window that wouldn't open up the door to talk to me. Most of them are like, go away when they talk to you through the window. But this guy actually through the window said, yeah, go ahead. So I just finally got my first permission through a guy through the window without even coming to the door. So
we haven't tried it yet. We haven't taken it to that level yet.
Oh yeah, B Hickles just got that big. He says he's set for years without having to ask. Well, you're lucky.
Nobody detects in his area. It's unbelievable. He's got his entire town on lockdown.
That's the way to do it.
That's incredible.
Guys, I'm gonna go detecting tomorrow.
Are you?
In my yacht.
Do it. We did it. That's like the first place you should hunt. You can maybe find.
Yeah, you could tell Mark and Angela or New Ad, they get so excited on every find at the beach there.
Yeah.
And she had that ring in her scoop. She was all excited.
I don't think it does. I don't know. Maybe you could tell me. Does it ever get old?
No.
It's always so exciting because it's unexpected.
Anytime you look down and you see a ring or a piece of jewelry in the scoop, it's
a thrill.
Yeah. Well, look at the video I just did. When the four of us guys got 13 rings that night, it was just nonstop calling each other to look at each other's rings. I mean, it was just incredible. I mean, there was a night that I did myself where I got 9 pieces of jewelry one night. Now, a lot of it was costume, but I don't care whether it's a costume ring or a gold ring. You look down in your scoop and there's a roundness in that scoop and it's jewelry. It's just, and especially like one of my first times I ever did a deep water out in the Gulf where I figured out how to use my knockoff GoPro and put it on my chest. And I actually recorded out in the deep water, and I pulled up I think it was a titanium ring out in the deep water where like the camera's like half into the water. That's how deep I was. I was so excited for that. That was my first ring in kind of really deep water, and I was just so excited.
Yeah, I didn't think it would, but
see what Brian says. Brian says we're going to get old before it gets old.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started streaming it's probably been like 6-8 months since I started doing live stream. Some lady asked me on the stream who did metal detect. She's like, do you think you'll ever run out of places to metal detect? And I'm like, no, we'll be dead and gone, and people will still be coming up with new places to metal detect.
Plus, people are still going to the beach. As long as people are going to the beach, we'll never lose any spots to detect at.
There you go, Reed. Hey, nothing wrong with a 16 penny and a mercury dime, an old church.
Yeah. And that's what's amazing too. That stuff is all still in the ground. After years and years of detectorists going over stuff, it's still there.
See, that's what I say. Who
Decades.
knows if 15 or 20 years from now, they're not going to have a detector that goes down 2 feet, and they're going to be finding stuff we can never even think of.
Yeah, but who wants to dig 2 feet?
No, you're right. At least in Florida, when I dig down a foot down, it's still nice soft sand. I metal detected in Kentucky once, and it's probably just like Georgia. It was just that hard rocky clay, and I'm like, this sucks. This just sucks.
That's what we have in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of shale and a lot of clay.
Wow, finders peepers. Corey's at 70 rings this year. I don't think I'm that many. I've got probably over 50 rings,
And we're just under that. I think we're only at 36, 38, 36.
You poor people.
But this year, February and last month were my first 2 platinum rings.
We
One I got.
Dirt.
I've sold both of those. Reed was saying earlier that he found one gold diamond ring and he sold it. I've got all my diamond rings I've found, but I sold my 2 platinum rings like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't found platinum yet. I'm hoping.
Let me tell you something. You find platinum, it is heavier than hell.
Is it?
And I didn't know what it was. The ring was marked PLAT, and I couldn't read it. I didn't have my glasses. So these girls came by on the beach and said, "You find anything?" I said, "I found this ring, but I don't know what it is." And the girl she looked at it and said, "It says PLAT," and I was like, "Oh." And then about a half hour later, I went back in the water with my brand new camera in my pocket, and that was the end of that footage. $700 camera just tits up right there. But at least I had insurance on that one.
Oh, that's good.
Really? Vehicles you just started detecting in February?
We actually started detecting on the same day that he did.
So that's what he's talking about. Wow.
Yeah, the exact same day we started, Angela and I, and he started detecting.
Yeah, Moto, I've found several tungsten rings.
Yeah, tungsten I found.
You guys want to know what's funny? Is my 5th day metal detecting. I went to a field that I knew they had a carnival on every year, and I didn't realize that the carnival had just left like 3 days before it. And I'd be detecting. I'm gonna have to go full screen. You guys aren't gonna believe this ring.
Wow, that ring is amazing.
My
I'm just kidding.
Shut up. Look at this ring.
Rob's like, shut up. Wow.
It's got a Mayan god on the front of it, on top of a pyramid.
Come on.
It's a full 1 ounce. It's silver.
Ooh,
Hang on,
nice.
There's the Mayan god on the front.
Dude, that is amazing. Stop shaking it. I can't see. Wow.
That is cool. That's a monster.
My goodness.
This was the first ring I ever found. My 5th day metal detecting, and by far it's
damn. That is
biggest,
awesome.
It's the biggest ring I've ever found. So, here I am. I'm metal detecting 5 days, and I'm like, this is going to be the easiest hobby in the world. Fucking rings are just going to fall out of the sky. I'm going to be rich in weeks. And I didn't find another ring for 5 months.
Oh, that's so funny.
I found out this is called a biker's ring. This is what a lot of the bikers wear, a big ring like this. So if they get in a fight, they got it's almost like wearing a brass knuckle.
Brass knuckles, yeah.
But I've had so many people I show this ring to, like, I'll buy that from you right now. And I'm like, nah, that's the first ring I ever found.
Yeah. Angela's first ring was that 18 karat gold. It was almost 9 grams of 18 karat gold ring. That was her first ring. Our second ring was a diamond ring that I found on the beach when we were back in Jersey.
Jeez.
And we felt the same way. We were like, oh my God, is it really this easy? No, it's not. It's really not
Well,
that easy.
that's why I had there's a certain channel that I don't like to mention the name of on here real quick, but he made a video one time talking about how easy it was to find gold rings on clear or on beaches. You just had to learn how to read the beach like it was all science. And I counter like, no, it's not easy to find gold. You know, I find an average of maybe one gold ring a year, or two if it's a really good year. You know, he makes it sound like every time you can go to the beach you can find gold, and I'm like,
you do try and read the beach, and you try and see, you know, find the deposits and stuff, but you're not going to necessarily find gold. You will find stuff there, but there's no guarantee that it's gold.
I'm good at finding tin and scrap iron. Yeah, aren't we all?
Yeah, I think we're all good at that.
Corey, you want to come up and show what you found tonight? I'll put the chat up there again.
It's a lottery. Yeah.
It's a lottery. It's a crapshoot, Gary. Absolutely. I mean, there was one night I found 3 gold rings on Clearwater Beach, and when I tested them, 2 were real, 1 was gold plated. That's happened to me once in my entire life, and I don't know if that'll ever happen again. I do find, I will tell you guys this is, I don't know if this is a secret or this happens to most other people. The majority of my gold rings I have found on the beach have been right at the water line. Not deep in the water, not in the sand, right where the wet sand hits the water. That's where I found my sweet spot for gold rings.
Yeah, that doesn't hold true for us up here. We find,
and I would imagine that's going to be different for every place.
Yeah, we find the majority of our rings in dry.
Jay says, I'll just say Vermont and leave it and not his name. Let's just leave it at that. Jay, we just refer to him as VD, the venereal disease. And the only reason I bust on this is because I belong to the Ring Finders National Organization. Our club pays to belong to Ring Finders. We pay to control all beaches along the sun coast of Florida, over 80 miles of beach line. If you lose a ring, you get referred to our club. We are on Clearwater Beach or one of the other beaches, St. Pete Beach, Treasure Island, one of the other area beaches. We are on almost every day. My phone text goes off almost every day for a Ring Finders call. Okay, that person that says you can find gold every day, he does St. Pete Beach vast majority of the time. Mm-hmm. He's claimed to have found 60 to 70 gold rings there this year, but yet on all those expensive gold rings, we have never gotten one Ring Finders call. Now, you're going to tell me 70 people have lost gold rings and not one of them is called Ring Finders, and yet we're on Clearwater Beach 3 to 5 times a week finding people's gold rings. It doesn't add up. So,
wait, hold on. Look at B. Higgles. Come on up and show it, man.
So 3 gold since February, slightly more than yes,
no,
sir.
No, not that one. Sapphire.
I found a 3-ring spill, just costume.
Next one.
Go down. Okay.
Thanks, Brian.
Vehicles we're looking at.
I love finding tungsten rings, Gary. I think tungsten rings are cool as hell.
Did you see vehicles? It says sapphire and silver is the most recent ring. It's so tiny. You're all going to love it. Looks old.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, I don't like to talk about him too much here because there's quite a few of my subscribers that are subscribers to him. And his subscribers, some of them are like, I wouldn't say they're like the subscribers. They're more like devoted followers to a cult. He got pissed one time saying, if anybody can do it better than me, then come on, bring yourself here. Show me. Yeah, he did a $100 bill challenge once, and I was going to challenge him. But how do you challenge somebody to a ring hunt on a beach if you think they're going to cheat? He showed up at a beach that I hunt, just a little teeny beach that's near my girlfriend's house. He showed up there one day. He put it on one of his videos that he was going to go hunt there. So I showed up the next morning. My girlfriend was getting ready for work like at 6:30, and she turned around and she goes, "What the hell are you doing up at 6:30?" I said, "I got to go protect my beach." She goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "There's a detector that's coming to my beach today, and I know he's going to say he's found gold there. When I hunt that beach every weekend, I've never found a gold ring there." And I said, one, it's going to make me look like I have no idea how to metal detect, and it's going to make him look like the luckiest person in the world. When he got there, he was wearing 2 gold rings on his fingers, on the pinky finger and his ring finger. And I said, "Why are you wearing 2 gold rings that aren't your rings on your fingers?" "Oh, well, I just wanted to drop them in the sand and see what they ring up as." And I went, "You know what they're going to ring up as? They're going to ring up as the same thing they would on your beach 50 miles south."
Interesting. Yeah, what detectors wears jewelry while they're detecting? Are there people that do like? I take my watch off. I wear a rubber ring, like because if you're using your hands and stuff, like you can't.
Yeah, I mean, what's
do
going
that
to happen if you go to
otherwise.
pinpoint with your right hand and you detect your wedding
You
ring?
can't. You can't. You can't wear it. You shouldn't wear it.
Yeah, when he made a video claiming he was the world's best beach detector and he'd been detecting like 10 months, I yeah.
It takes all the fun out of it. Like,
Oh, and then we met a guy. Denise and I met a guy on Clearwater Beach the other night. She said, "I saw a guy detecting, but I said hi to him, but he didn't want to seem to say hi to me." So we were sitting there taking a break, and we saw the guy walking kind of catty corner to us. So I went out and I got close enough to it. "Hey, how you doing?" He goes, "Hey, pretty good." I go, "I don't think I've ever seen you out before." He goes, "Well, I don't do the beach that much." He says, "I mainly hunt parks and schools in St. Pete." And I said, "Oh, well, that's pretty cool." I said, "Do you know Dirt Troll and Troy?" I said, "He does a lot of parks in St. Pete." And he goes, "No, I don't think so. I mainly hunt at night." And I go, What do you mean you mainly hunt at night?" And he goes, "Oh, I do parks and schools at night." And I go, "You can't do parks and schools at night. They're locked up." And he goes, "Yeah, I just jumped the fence." And I went, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, nobody bothers me. You're at nighttime." He says, I get a lot of rings that way doing at night." And I go, "Have a nice day." And we turned around and we walked off. I ended the conversation right then and there.
oh man.
And I'm like, it only takes one bad dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys saw the video I've got that's got 23,000 views. What the cops called when we were doing curb strips, and they come right out and said, "You guys are doing nothing wrong. You guys got permission from the city to be there." Mr. Lou is here.
Yo,
What's going on?
What's up, Indiana
Take one bad
Tones?
guy getting caught inside of a school area at night over a fence.
Yeah, you don't want to.
And the cops being nice to us is going to come to a fast end.
Yeah.
Going on?
Mr. Lou,
You're up
Indiana
late.
Tones, metal detecting royalty is in the house.
How do you like my 1975 leaves up there?
I do. I like those.
Pretty nice.
Lou, I got to ask you, either you've lost weight or you've got a haircut that's making your face look thinner.
I think I gained weight and I just didn't do my hair. It's just growing longer.
Okay.
I got to lose like 20 pounds.
There's an honest man right there.
Yep. So you've been to a beach, you said it, and you weren't too happy about it the other day, huh? Rob? You were
Who, me?
Yeah, you said you went to a beach you haven't been to in a few years. Weren't you saying that?
Yeah, we went down to Indian Rocks Beach, which is like maybe 10 miles south of Clearwater Beach. I was there for 3 hours. I think I got like 6 coins and 1 earring. I mean, it was just dead.
Wow.
And,
is there a lot of sand on the beach? Did it sand?
Yeah, it's a very popular beach. There was thousands of people when I was there Saturday.
Wow.
And it doesn't get detected that much, but I don't know why. Maybe I think it's an older crowd that, they're not drinking, they're not throwing the frisbee or football, they're not like, horsing around in the water, and they just don't seem to lose as much jewelry.
Maybe they're watching all your YouTube videos and keeping their stuff safe.
Damn well could be.
Yo, when I was metal detecting the other day, right? I was at the beach doing the metal detecting, and I got the pinpointer like this, and I'm like, beep, 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 beep. Like, oh shit, I got something. So I'll dig. I'm beep, 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 beep. I'm like, man, what the heck? So I'm digging, and it's still beeping. And then I realized this right here is metal.
Oh man.
Yo, I
was just like digging, man. The hole was getting bigger and bigger, and like I'm going all around. Like, why is that beeping everywhere?
That's like the cartoon of the guy that's metal detecting with steel-toed boots on, and he keeps digging, and he keeps digging deeper because he keeps getting a signal in front of him, and it's his steel-toed boots.
I'm telling you, man, it was crazy.
Oh man, it's terrible.
And there was people on the beach. They're like, "Oh, what'd you find? What'd you find?" I'm like, "Nothing. It keeps on beeping."
You know what's funny when you're
like,
on the beach at night and some people are walking by you and you're like down by the waterline and you get a signal and you're starting to go over the signal and get toned into it with your pinpoint, and they come walking over and they go, "What'd you find?" And I'm like, "Nothing yet. I haven't dug it up yet."
Exactly.
What'd you find? There's not a hole here yet, folks.
I'm pretty sure there's people out there that just assume you know exactly what you're going to dig up when you go to dig it up.
Well, doesn't it show you a picture of that, of that 1947 penny down there? No, it doesn't.
Dude, it's like going magnet fishing. I'm doing magnet fishing over a bridge, and the lady's like, "What are you gonna catch with a magnet?" I'm like, "Steelfish. What are you talking about?"
Steelfish.
We have swordfish out there and everything. Man. What are you talking about? So she's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "I'm just kidding. Listen, I'm just picking up all the metal, pulling it all out. You know, it's cleaning the environment." She's like, "Oh, I thought you were really fishing." I'm like, "No."
Yeah, Montana and Moto. Yes, our schools get locked up at night, but they only have the regular chain link. 4 feet tall fence.
Steelhead, exactly. A steelhead.
Yeah, there you go, steelhead.
And Rob,
That's
I'm tempted. I have a
told
place called Richmond Town where there was 35,000 troops here, and I know I could go there and probably not get caught. It's not worth it. I'm not going to do it. I already asked.
No, I mean, I'm a board member. I'm a board member of my club. Our club website has the list of the 10 ethic rules of metal detecting, and I think 2 or 3 is you will not enter any lock gate or jump to any fence, and you will not trespass on private property. You don't have permission. I mean, those are like the first 3 out of 4 rules of the ethics for your unwritten rules. And when this guy said that, me and Denise couldn't move away from that guy faster. But I mean, it just takes one guy like that just to ruin it for so many people.
Yeah, they wind up making new laws that permanently ban it.
Mm-hmm.
When I did that video about a year and a half ago with the police car on the front that said, escorted to City Hall, when the officer escorted Dalton and I to City Hall, and I got into a big argument with the mayor in her office to where she was sticking her finger in my face. They don't have any ordinances against metal detecting. So on paper, they look very progressive, like, hey, we're a very progressive town. You can metal detect, you can do this. But they have an ordinance that says you're not allowed to disturb the earth. Okay. So what happened was when we were in that park metal detecting, the officer pulled up and he sat in his car because I was taking a break. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. And then Dalton was metal detecting, and he didn't say nothing to Dalton until Dalton got a signal. And when Dalton put his shovel in the ground, the cop got out of his car, and he walked over to Dalton, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And Dalton said, "Pretty good." He goes, "You can't do that." And Dalton says, "Sir, I was very extensively read your city ordinances, and you have no ordinances against metal detecting. I made sure about that before we came to this park." And the officer said, "You are absolutely right. But we have ordinances against digging holes in city parks." And that's how they got away with making themselves look metal detecting friendly, but they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
That stinks.
City parks. I mean, state parks I can understand, but city parks, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's a crock.
2 years ago, when I took Denise's parents, when they got to the age where they couldn't drive anymore, and I drove them up to Ohio to see some family, her uncle, I was staying with her uncle, he took me to a park in Ohio, and we started metal detecting, and he says, "Oh, but you can't dig a hole." I go, "What do you mean you can't dig a hole?" "Well, you can detect, but you can only find surface finds."
What about
And
probes?
like,
Can you use a
Get
probe?
out of here.
And then
the
county next to them, you could detect parks all day long, but when you leave the park, you have to manually track down the park ranger and hand him all your fines for the day.
That's a state park, yes. A state
and I'm
park,
like,
you cannot.
Yeah, sure. I'll spend my whole day digging $3.20 worth of coins and then give them to you. Sure.
Give them all the garbage. Give them all the garbage. Here's 10,000 bottle caps.
Yeah, right. I did
I
magnet
just
fishing.
cleaned your park for you today.
I did magnet fishing at a park, and there was a catalytic converter that I pulled up. Man, I kept that. I didn't give that back, but I got a safe and I got a bike out of there, and that was when the local newspaper, not local, but Boston newspaper, the Boston Globe. Actually, no, that wasn't Boston Globe. I'm sorry. That was when Channel 5 Chronicle was filming me doing the thing. It was like for a new show called What's New. If you guys ever check it out, it's funny. It's like a 2-minute clip. But anyways, I was doing the magnet fishing there, and after I got the safe, the state police and the state park guys or whatever, they came over. They're like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I found a safe," and they're like, "Oh, we have to call the police." And the police came. Man, everybody just showed up there, and then the people were like, "Oh yeah, this is a state park. You can't magnet fish here anymore, and anything you find here, it comes with us." And I'm like, "Good. Take the safe." And the cops actually took the safe.
Really?
But the park ended up taking the bike. I was like, okay, clean my trash. That's great, you know.
Yeah.
But
See, in the
I
state of
walked out of
Florida-
there with a nice catalytic converter. I went and scrapped it the next day for $75.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't catalytic converters have gold in them?
They have platinum and polonium inside
Yeah.
of them. Palladium.
Yep. Palladium,
Yeah.
palladium, something like that.
Polonium.
See, here in the state of Florida, what's really funny, Brockton, is that water is considered different than the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I can't hunt Fort DeSoto in the park in the grass area, but every beach in the state of Florida is considered public use land. So every single beach in the state of Florida is public open property, and you can hunt every beach in the state of Florida.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lee, I thought
I
you
can
guys
hunt.
would like that.
I
We're
can
sort
hunt
of
all
like
the
that.
beaches in Massachusetts too, except
what I'm
for
saying is if you
private
had-
beaches.
if you-
Private
if
beaches,
you
I
have-
don't think I can.
If you have a beach that's part of a state park, even here in Florida, and since I'm going to Missouri next week, I started looking at Missouri lakes that have beaches in them. You're allowed to detect, even though it's a state park in Missouri and you can't metal detect the land, you can metal detect the beach and the water in a state park. So what I'm saying is, Brockton, a lot of places consider the water different than the land for hunting.
Mm-hmm. We're allowed to detect apparently up to the high tide line.
Yes.
That's how they measure it, and I think it's like a maritime law that allows us to do that.
Like even over on the East Coast, what they call the Treasure Coast, where that Spanish fleet went down with the 8 ships.
Yep.
We belong to the Disney Vacation Club, and the Disney Resort in Vero Beach. The Spanish treasure wreck is like 50 yards off the beach. So Disney has a brass plaque there that says 50 yards to the south of us is where the Spanish fleet went down. So I was brand new detecting, and I only had my land detector. So I was doing the dry sand. But about 20 yards south of me, there was this guy come walking up, and he had some homemade rig. And I swear to God, his coil had to be 2.5 feet big. And he was going right up to the water's edge because obviously where the Spanish fleet went down, they've all sold the mining rights to that. So you can't hunt that water. That's the one area of the water you can't hunt because it's been sold. The rights to that have been sold. But you can, like you was talking about the dune line, you can hunt from the low tide line up to the high tide line.
Mm-hmm.
So he had that big ass coil, and he was trying to get as deep as he could in the wet sand to see if any of that Spanish silver had come up, washed up on the beach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see that sword that guy pulled out in was it Jerusalem or somewhere?
Oh yeah, it was a huge sword.
Found a knight's what are they called?
Knights Templar.
Knights.
Oh
a
my
knight,
goodness, it was so
Crusades,
amazing.
Crusade
Yeah.
knight, Crusade freaking sword with shells all over it.
It was amazing.
Wow.
It's crazy. Just Google it. It's so awesome. They're gonna clean it off. They might get a name off it.
Look at what happened with Tidewater magnet throwers. What happened with him was
he ended up doing magnet fishing, and he found this old anchor from 1800s. And with Virginia laws, anything over 50 years old is an artifact.
Mm-hmm.
So Tidewater ended up
Turning it
reaching
over.
out to what was it, an archaeologist.
Mhm.
And the archaeologist actually told him, put it in the water where you found it, and leave it there, because it's gonna rust out, whatever, and it's gonna be no good. So Tidewater went out and got a big swimming pool and put it in the back of his house, put
Just to
water inside of it, just to
preserve
preserve it.
Yeah.
The archaeologist called him like a week later and said, we need to come and get that. So,
It was
but
cool.
the good thing is, they're going to put it in a museum in Virginia with Tidewater Magnet Thrower's name on it. Hopefully,
That's what I want. I want
there's a
something like
plaque
that.
on it, and it's going to be in the museum over in Virginia. But
Yeah,
it has
didn't
to
he say-
sit. It has to go in. They have to do a what's it called? You got to put it in the bucket with the. They have to take everything off of it. I forgot it.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about, Mark?
yeah,
With the battery and stuff.
yeah.
Dude, I can't think of it.
Electrolysis?
Yeah, electrolysis.
Yeah.
They have to do an electrolysis on that in a big, huge tank. I couldn't even think of it. So they have to do that for it. It has to sit in an electrolysis tank for at least 6 months before it even goes anywhere. But yeah, it was crazy, man. You guys got to go check out that video. He
Hey,
pulled
David.
up that anchor, and I could
Didn't he
not
also say
believe
that one guy, that one archaeologist, wanted to take it and put it back in the water where it belonged, back in the depths?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh no, I thought you said it was going to the museum. You said another guy wanted to drop it back in the water.
No, the archaeologist told Tidewater to put
For
it back in the
preservation
water where he
purposes.
found
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that ain't happening.
And Tidewater was like, no, I'm not putting it back. Somebody's going to grab it.
Yeah, somebody's gonna go grab it.
I used to follow a channel here called S. Desic. I don't know if anybody remembers him from like 3.5 years ago. He's over in Croatia, and he had like a swimming lake that was real big over there because they didn't really have any parks or anything. So everybody used to go to this big natural lake and go swimming and diving and everything. And he used to snorkel and dive for rings, but based on his background and showing the lake, some unscrupulous detectives figured out where he was going and started poaching and beating him to the head of the lakes on the weekends and stuff. And he lost his one place, and he wound up eventually giving up his channel. And he's like, I've lost all my finds, and just because some people went behind him and found out where he was at. So yeah, you're right. If he'd dumped that anchor, somebody had been looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I got rid of the guy that was talking about the taxes.
Thank you. I was just going to do that.
Yeah.
Why do people do that?
I don't know.
So stupid.
Oh, we had a guy in here earlier talking about porno films.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I blocked his
Are
ass.
they even real people, or is it a bot? I don't even know.
They could be.
No, it's real.
Lou,
people.
I never know those things.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man. There was one live. I don't know how it happened, man, but they were nailing somebody. I forget who it was. That was doing a live, but
what's her name? Liz always gets a million trolls. I don't know why.
Well, I'll tell you why. Is because she puts her stream out on Facebook and all that stuff.
Mm.
That's why when you say, "Oh, here's my YouTube. I'm going live at such and such," and you put it out on Facebook,
it's like
everybody sees that.
Right? They could plan something.
I didn't even realize you could do that. I didn't even realize you could take StreamYard and put it on 3 platforms at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Shane and Alex do that on her stream and his stream.
Yep.
Because these people come in and I see them saying hi and they highlight them and I'm like, wait a minute, they're not here. Where'd that person come from? And they go, oh, they're one of our Facebook followers. And I'm like, well, that's cool. From Facebook, it'll show up on the stream just like I have David Frazier's thing or highlighted right there where it says hi guys. So hi David, thanks for being here. You'll see one come on from Facebook and it pops into StreamYard because they're streaming on both at the same time.
Do you have to pay for that?
No,
Yeah. Do you have to pay extra?
I don't think so because I don't.
Simultaneous?
You do them simultaneous.
Called
Wow.
simulcasting.
David Frazier, I'm thinking about using it this week. Yes, sir.
Dude, that would be awesome. Like doing a magnificent video live or something, or even magnificent metal detecting live or something. You know,
Yeah. You know what I
and
noticed?
putting it on
Those
all those
shorts.
streams.
Those shorts. Some people get a lot of views. What is it? The in zone, the dig zone. Somebody with a channel. He's always doing shorts. When he goes live, he only has like 4 people watching, but he has 83,000 subscribers now because he had one 60-second short. He just put metal detecting, no hashtag, nothing. 60-second video of him metal detecting a pull tab, and he got 55 million views.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's got to be a bot or some type of.
No, the shorts could go viral as long as people watch them.
But you don't get that many.
They're trying to compete with TikTok.
How can he get that many views?
You're not getting that many subscribers from just one short.
Well, he has like a short every day. Some of them only get 2,000 views. Some of them get 3,000 views. This one got 55 million freaking views. Got so many comments. I don't get it.
Brockton.
Hold on.
What's his name, Lou?
I'm gonna find it right now. Give me 2 seconds.
I'm gonna tell you what happens though with that. He gets all those subscribers. YouTube finds that he got all of those subscribers, and they're gonna get all taken away.
Yeah, he could have bought them too. You can buy subscribers apparently.
See, I wouldn't even know how to do
doing that.
I don't have
YouTube
any
will delete you from the platform.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
they'll delete you as soon as you start buying subscribers, and when you turn around and say, "Oh, sub for sub" and stuff like that, like there's a couple people that come in here and do it. They'll be like, "Oh, I haven't you haven't subbed to me yet." You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you don't do that because when YouTube sees that, they're gonna shut you down.
Yep.
Well, they still haven't given Randy a reason why they deleted his channel one day. I mean, he had the most innocent channel in the world. And he just woke up one day and it was gone. And he contacted YouTube and they at least gave him his channel name back, but they wiped it. I mean, he
I'm wondering what happened though.
Yeah.
Something had to have happened for them to shut him down.
Here it is. One of his shorts got 44 million views. Because the shorts, if it sticks, I'm telling you, it could. I know you could buy subs, but
yeah.
Do you want me to share? How do you want me to share? I'll
share the screen.
I'll just
no. Share the screen.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead, Lou. Put it up.
Shit, what I do? It's called the in zone. The in zone metal detecting.
No, you can do share screen on the bottom.
Oh yeah, plugs found it too.
I lost the freaking thing. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Oh look, you don't want to put it on the screen.
Oh, you don't want to put it on the screen?
I mean, it's somebody else's channel. You don't want to play any videos from it.
Well, you won't play the video. Just look at the.
I got to find this thing again. Hold on 1 second. Oh boy.
You know what's funny? I just clicked on him. Somehow I'm subscribed to him, and I've never even heard him.
Oh no! Really?
Come on.
I'm gonna check and see if I'm subscribed to him now.
I'm checking now too.
See, this is how he gets subscribers.
Yeah,
Word of mouth.
Most of his videos get about 200 views.
Right, but the shorts, like I said, they could be like stupid videos and they just take off. Like I had one, with a lot of views. So I'm gonna go at the in zone. He's got 72,000 subscribers. When he goes live, only 4 people are on there.
How long has you been doing metal?
How do I share my screen? I won't play the video. What do I hit?
He joined in 2013.
All you do is on the bottom it says share.
Share.
Yeah, click on share, and then you share in the screen.
Wow, Gary said he got 4,700 views on a short.
Can you see that now?
No. You have to hit share screen.
There it is. It's up now.
Okay, look at that. 44 million views on that short, 57-second video. Then he's got this one, 6.6 million, 3.3 million, 2.2 million. It's all random.
Where's he from?
I'm
Oregon.
not sure, but on
Is it-
regular videos, he's not getting those views. It's just the shorts. Like this one, dead battery hunting. He only had 103 people watch.
Yeah, he gets like next to no views on his regular videos.
But that's a huge jump he got from that one video. If you could see
Why?
like the analytics.
What was he at before?
Something's weird. Something's up with that.
I agree with Mark. Something's weird.
Yeah, but what was he at before?
I want to go viral, damn it.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
What was
How do
he-
I stop
what was
sharing?
what
There we
was
go.
his
Sorry.
what was his subscriber count before that video?
Oh, I have no idea.
There's no way to know.
This guy happened to be live, and I'm like, okay, what's up? 4 people, and I said 72,000 subscribers. What the hell is that?
Yeah, but how do you know it's a huge jump if you didn't know the number?
I remember
before?
looking at
He's
his
only-
lives like a month before, and he had, or not a month before, a while ago, and I'm always looking at that.
He's only got a backlog of a year, so he's only been doing it for a year.
Yeah.
So to jump, he started with nothing, right? And in a year, he's at 72,000.
Yeah, no, he did something.
Well, somebody else just left a comment saying your shorts don't count for view time.
They do now.
Well, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
You have to have over 30 seconds for a commercial,
Yeah.
but you're not getting a lot of money. I had one with 8,000 views, and I got like 2 cents. So
Wow, none of my shorts have gone over 300-400 views, and for some reason, I don't know if I've titled them wrong or I've done them wrong, but none
mine
of them
was
are
like
showing
a
up.
food. I was
None of them
like
are showing
cooking
up in the
something.
shorts
That's usually
category.
popular.
Yeah, there's no way he doesn't get the views. There's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way. You
Yeah,
have
I was
72,000
sharing that with,
subscribers. 72,000 subscribers. His last video he posted, he's only got 103 views on it.
Yeah, that was a live video.
And the one before that, 145. The one before
How
that,
do you have
73.
44 million views? That's crazy.
Yeah, statistically, if
crazy.
you have 73,000 subscribers, every one of your videos should be in the
They're probably
thousands.
mostly bots.
It's got to be.
It's got to be. I'm telling you, he must have bought it.
Like, are there comments left on any of them? Are you able to?
Yeah, look at that one video. See if there's comments. That's nuts.
5 comments.
I tried this.
Yeah, no,
TikTok.
that's
I'm
not-
a
that's
not
TikTok.
right.
I mean, I like it.
That
and I
makes
hate
no
it
sense
the
at
same
all.
time.
Something's up with that.
That's bogus.
That's like another channel I watch. It'll say 800 views, but it'll say 3 comments, and I'm like, no. That's out of whack.
Yeah.
I mean, my night beach video I did that's coming up on 200 views. It's got like 73 comments, and I'm like, that's legit.
That's good.
Some shorts get 1,000 views in 4 hours. Gee, wouldn't that be nice? I'd love to have that. Even my skeleton short didn't get that many. Rob, look up the End Zone on TikTok. They had millions of followers. Well, maybe he had a couple 100,000 of his TikTok people come over and give him a subscribe on
It's possible.
YouTube,
Yeah.
but they're obviously not watching the videos.
But yeah, that's the next thing. You're not watching it. You're not getting.
And I watch a lot of viral metal detectors on TikTok, and when you go to their YouTube channel, they have like 200 people, like 100 people. I'm like, why can't they transfer them over? I guess people just like the app.
My computer guy, some young guy in his late 20s that works on my computer and my cell phones, and he has a TikTok account that I think he said he's got 60,000 subscribers. And he said since the beginning of the year, he's made about $5,000 on ads on TikTok.
Wow.
Jeez.
So that ain't bad.
No.
There's too many platforms, not enough time in the day.
Yes. Thank you, David. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Thank you, Montana. I thought that skeleton on top of that car was hilarious going down the road.
All right, guys. I hate to do this. I got to cut out. I got to be at work early in the morning.
You do?
Yeah.
Me too, guys.
I have to get up tomorrow too.
For 5.5 hours. Yep, I got to go, guys.
Yeah, same
All
here.
righty. Well, since all three of you are bailing, let's go ahead and we've been
I'm
on
not
for almost
bailing.
3
It
hours
was
here
just
tonight just for
joking.
an
Bailing just
impromptu.
got
I
I
didn't
was
even
just
know if
saying I
anybody
have
was
to
out
get
here.
up tomorrow.
Good
I
night,
don't know
guys.
what time, but I gotta get up.
Everybody, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate all 15 of you still being here tonight. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you
Awesome.
coming in tonight.